Let's do
Okay,
it.
looks like everything's going good. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. I have to press this button right there. Okay, I'm good.
All right, awesome. So we're live.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, we're 30-minute delay.
Oh yeah, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, I
And
had an interesting poker hand yesterday. I'll have to tell you about it after this game's over.
okay, yeah, I had a really good hand also, and I was thinking about it for the longest time, and I'm still not sure whether I made the right decision or not. Um, yeah, we'll have to talk about it after the game gets going. But I've been rereading Harrington on cash games, and pretty pretty good book, honestly.
I got it all in pre-flop against aces twice today.
Oof. Yeah, that's
And
that's
then
tough.
and then I had another one where I got it all in with top set on the flop for the nuts and lost. And I had another one where I got it all in good and lost.
Yeah,
Ran pretty
those are
bad
rough.
today. What can I say? And
I mean,
I haven't hit a high hand in fucking forever. I've played like fucking 40 hours worth of high hand promos and haven't even been on the board yet with
yeah,
anything.
I know. Same for me. Are you one of those guys that just like never folds like kings or queens pre-flop?
Oh, I folded sometimes, but not very often.
Yeah, I especially kings. I'm of the opinion that like if you're folding to your opponent jamming on you, that's just not good pre-flop with kings. I'll just take the L if they have aces. A lot of the time they have ace king two or ace queen.
The only times I've ever folded kings pre-flop is if I have some really amazing read on somebody and I've played a lot of poker with them before and I just know that they're super tight.
Oh yeah.
I have to have some kind of information about the person to lay that down.
All right, we're going to be USSR.
Guess I never really or hardly ever get into any super deep stack situations. Usually, whoa, what just happened there? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll track the cards.
This is very interesting. 441 with the one in Austria, right?
Yeah,
So I love that we have D style. Um, I mean, I guess Purge's our only headlineable card, right?
Purge looks good.
We could go with the Nasser too, especially holding Middle East, but I don't know. What do you think about the Nasser actually? Because we're very low on playable action rounds here because D style's committed. Duck might be an AR1 play. Yeah, I think whatever we have to play Duck AR1 because we have a lot of problems in this hand actually with NORAD and 5-year plan. So I mean, yeah, we're going with the purge, right?
Yeah, I like Purge.
All right, that's unfortunate.
I also like playing Duck at the begin, playing the Duck event, and then um, cooing Iran, I guess.
Yeah, it gives them the last coup if we roll like a four and leave one up there, but I guess with the 5-year plan, it's not like we're in a disaster situation. If they counter coup, we can immediately destyle into Thailand and France and give them a lot of problems. So yeah, I like the duck actually a lot. So event then coup Thailand or Iran?
I like it.
Okay. That's interesting. I was actually kind of hoping that we just like we'd get influence in there and they'd counter coup it. Um, because then we would have a very straightforward D style.
I guess we should hold the 5-year plan unless the Middle East somehow goes really bad for us, but that seems unlikely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And space the NORAD, obviously. Hey, can you put the D stall on the left side? Thanks.
They want to get that Nasser out sooner rather than later. I wonder what they're going to be doing here. Never really feel like I have a good plan for these sort of situations.
If I were them, I would play a card for ops and spread out to places like Malaysia and somewhere spread out from Israel. And also, I would think about putting ops into France. But definitely Malaysia. I would definitely want to put one in Malaysia if I were them.
Yeah. So let's assume, Kevin, that they don't put any in France. Are you thinking about D-style now into Thailand, France, and some other places like South Africa and Chile?
Um, well, we could definitely think about doing a D-stall at like if they don't coup down, we could think about doing a D-stall at three, perhaps. I mean, Thailand is a big deal. Um, I mean, I guess we gotta assume they're just gonna step into Malaysia. Like, surely they're gonna step into Malaysia here. I mean, I guess we could de-stall and put two in Thailand. I don't know. I mean, hmm.
Very it's very unfortunate that we didn't get influence left in Iran because if they were to counter coup Iran, we would just be crushing them. We would have we'd have monster D-style.
Yeah, I'm not. I If I were them and that situation happened, I would probably still want to just place ops into places like Malaysia and somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah. So
Huh. I mean,
I think
if we did de-stall and go something like Thailand, France, Chile, or something like that, I don't know. I mean,
pretty compromised D-style.
yeah, I don't really know if that's the best play. Another thing is the space is still a pretty big deal here. We could be the first to space. I'm not sure if that's the best play though.
Yeah, last game I think we made some huge blunders in spacing sooner than we should have. Like when we had more aggressive plays,
I can't
and
remember anything that happened last game.
yeah. So
um, we
I'm
could
kind of scared of the space here.
we
I kind
could
of
coup Panama with independent reds as another option and just get it down to two and then think about de-stalling.
yeah.
Or we could de-stall now. It's a complicated situation. I could see like going de-stall and going like two Thailand, one France, one Chile, maybe. I guess I can.
You
Guess I
know,
can
do we
see that.
even I don't so Kevin, I'm thinking we don't even really need to worry about putting influence in Venezuela here. Because if we put one Thailand, one France, one Venezuela, one Chile with the D-style, if they coup, it's horrible because they're losing Thailand and France. So there's no way they're cooing Venezuela in that scenario. And not, I mean, sorry, there's no way they're cooing Venezuela in that scenario. So I'm just going to show you as an example. If we did something like this, there's no way I think they coup Venezuela here.
Why not? It gives them mill ops and everything.
Yeah, but then we can go like with China card, three France, one Thailand, and then we win both France and Thailand. That's like monstrous. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm really tempted by the aggressive D style. I guess they would have the play of stepping into Colombia though in this scenario.
I'm cool with this.
I don't know. It's super risky. I mean, do you have like anything else that you wanna like? I mean, crewing with independent reds isn't bad, but
I kind of
it's an
like
option on
this.
the
I
table
kind of like
too.
this actually. I think this looks kind of good.
Do you want to replace the Venezuela op with Thailand?
Um, I don't know. I don't know which is better. You know, actually, maybe this is better the way you have it here. I'm really not sure, honestly. I think this looks pretty good.
I think it's guaranteed they're going to be placing influence. I'm just trying to think like what's the worst play they have available to them. Like one Colombia would be very annoying, and then three Thailand. And then we could go. I feel like we have to burn the China card in this scenario, and burning China card this early is risky, you know? Because
Yeah, just go ahead and lock this in. I think this is good.
man, I don't know. I'm having second thoughts. This is like a game defining moment right here. Um, I I kind of have this weird feeling that I feel like they'd put two Thailand here. A strong team would put two in Thailand here and just lock up the Thailand.
Put two in. No, I kind of like it the way you have it here. Actually, I think this is well. Um, I mean, if we put two in Thailand, they get France, so it goes 1-1 like that. But it's gonna go 1-1 this way anyway. I mean, if they take Thailand, then we get France. So I think this is good.
It's funny because now I'm starting to get really scared because let's say they put
Although on the other hand, like say if they take Thailand, we kind of want to coup down to two.
yeah, so I'm thinking, Kevin, we don't have any playable three ops. So that puts us in a really tough bind if we have to try to get into an ops war to fill France. If they fill,
Maybe it would be better to just put that up in Thailand. I
yeah,
think I do like it better there actually. Now that I think about this a little bit more, like one Chile, two Thailand, one France. I think.
we can coup Panama and just pray they don't fill Thailand and then spend most of the turn battling for Middle East.
You know, on the other hand, even if we do coup Panama and they take Thailand, is that really so bad?
I mean, Thailand is pretty key here. I mean, with Thailand, we're almost guaranteed to get the Asia domination. The Thailand, I think, is pretty big. Um,
Okay, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do two Thailand, one France, one Chile. I think this is fine.
okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I really think we have the potential to get in a really bad spot if we put ops in Venezuela. It could get ugly for us fast. So
Yeah,
I think
I think this is better actually. I know I changed my mind twice already, but I think this is better now.
yeah, and then we have the option of stepping into Laos, Cambodia for the domination too.
Yeah,
Um,
I would really love to hold on a China card here, and we could use 5 year plan to discard Middle East scoring. I mean, we don't necessarily have to put anything in Middle East at all. Although holding 5 year plan and playing Middle East scoring for like +1 or something would be all right too, I guess.
yeah, I think this is really good. I just really wish that we had gotten the influence in Iran because if they counter coup Iran, we're almost just straight up winning the game because then
Yeah, but
we get Venezuela.
I mean, if it happened like that, they would probably just make the same play that they did make, stepping into Malaysia and Lebanon.
Yeah, I think you're right. If the other team has D style like we did, they're basically dead at that point. Okay, so they're going for influence. What are they doing? France. Yeah.
Okay,
So now, do you like the independent Reds coup of Panama?
yeah, I sure do. Or actually, we could do it. Or yeah, I do like that a lot. Yeah, I do like it. Yes, I think that's the
We
play.
we do have the play of cooing Lebanon with independent Reds. Just tossing it out there.
This denies Milops to him.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's not the ideal start.
The only way they can get Milops is with Indo-Pak War, and it'll be an empty one, so it might not even be worth it to try that, if from their point of view.
Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking we dump the Middle East with 5 year plan, perhaps.
I like that, yeah, and then we can space NORAD and just play Nasser for one op into
With
somewhere.
all three Europe attack cards still out there, there's a very good chance that we can battle for Europe. And Defectors is gone, so our headline next turn is guaranteed. So I think that we have good chances of being able to fight for Europe. And another good reason for us not to have gone in Venezuela, because if we fight for Europe, headline turn two, they get an easy coup in Venezuela, so it's good for us to not have put in Venezuela.
I think fighting for Asia here is a lot better than fighting for Europe.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help to fight for Europe, like De Gaulle or socialist governments. So
Oh yeah, you mean if we get a good headline? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I see. I
yeah.
see what you're saying.
So I'm thinking spacing the NORAD next action round
Yeah,
if they give us a chance.
I like it. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Eventing the Nasser feels good too.
Why?
Before they have the chance to enter Egypt.
Yeah, but we're gonna just toss off the Middle East scoring anyway. I'd rather put the Nasser in a place where it's gonna help us get Asia domination. We need to think about overprotecting in Thailand and putting into South Korea and putting into Laos. I don't give a shit about Egypt compared to those places.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just worried about them getting into Libya. Get them
I
getting
don't give a
Libya.
shit about Libya either compared to those places. We gotta
Yeah,
we gotta think about Thailand and South Korea and Laos. I think if they beat us into Libya, I'm cool with that. I mean,
yeah. I
we
think
got four ops left on this turn, so they should probably go like Laos, Thailand, South Korea, or something like that.
we're in an ugly spot if they jam Thailand here.
We could always let the NORAD event go off. It's not like that's the end of the world either. They only have two in Canada.
Yeah, I've absolutely had games where I've lost it, and the sole reason I lost was I gave up NORAD. And,
Another thing we could do if they jam Thailand is just play the China card and then play Middle East scoring and hold 5 year plan and something else.
yeah, it gets real ugly though if we have to give up the Middle East scoring and hold. Yeah, it's definitely a play.
I mean, we could always. I really. I mean, if we do that, then we could event the Nasser before we play the Middle East scoring. But if we're just going to toss off the Middle East scoring with the 5 year plan, then I'd rather play the Nasser for the op
Yeah, we
into
had some
Asia.
really good. We had a really good potential for this tournament, but they had unfortunately, I think, just with the roles and with their headline of defectors, it just wasn't that strong. So Purge would have murdered this hand so far. I mean, a two op and a three op. It's
I
pretty
think
ugly with Purge.
a lot of times Nasser is kind of good the second time it comes out. Also, if it gets reshuffled, because it's got a decent chance to come out after the Sadat event.
Yeah. Yeah. If USA can get into Libya, it's very hard to get dominations in the Middle East all the way up until, something like Muslim Revolution can come and bail you out.
I still think that
But this
South
turn,
Korea is more important, though.
yeah, there are definitely, yeah, I definitely agree that our priority should be shifting into Asia here. Oh, okay. Well, they're not jamming Thailand.
Yeah, Purge would have been huge here.
Um, do you want to space the NORAD now? I mean, eventing the Nasser is a play too, like we were talking about, but spacing seems really good.
Yeah, I like space.
Oh man, we had the perfect opportunity to block them. So,
I think space is the play here.
okay, okay.
I think anything else is a mistake. Can you click on that one more time? Okay, I got it all. Thailand, Laos, South Korea, and then the fourth one should go probably another South Korea. What do you think about that?
So we already up two battlegrounds to none. So if they do take South Korea, it's not the end of the world. The worst thing is if they have Korean War now. Oh, I wonder what's gonna this is gonna do. Okay, so they do have Korean War and they're gonna be spacing it. So Korea is kind of shot. To be honest with you, man, even with the fact that we're giving up the Middle East to 5-year plan, I still like eventing the Nasser because it blocks them from Libya. We can't really do better at the moment in the Middle East or in Asia
I,
than getting Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand.
I kind of like it better now that we can't put any ops into South Korea.
Yeah, I really like eventing the Nasser here.
Yeah, I kind of like it a lot more now because we can't spend the ops in an awesome place anymore.
Yeah, that South Korea would have been really nice. I agree. I think South Korea had precedence over Egypt, but yeah, I like eventing the Nasser. Do you want to event him?
Okay.
And then for sure, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand. Maybe even the second one into Chile, just to dissuade the real lines. Maybe. Okay, so there's the Korean War spacing. That's expected. That's unfortunate. So I think we can agree that these two are forced, right?
Yeah. Another thing we could do is put one into East Germany so it doesn't get popped and then Truman doctrined.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I like that a lot. So last one in East Germany?
I guess they could still pop it if they had a four op, but they only have one
Or
card in
not?
their hand. So if they have a four op and they're not just gonna pop it twice to hope that they get Truman Doctrine.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that.
Okay, yeah, I
Um,
like this. Yeah,
okay.
I guess another thing we could have done is just put another one in Thailand.
Or even North Korea, but it feels really early to be overprotecting stuff.
Yeah, I'm cool with this. Yeah, I kind of that because if they do have a two op in their hand, they might just say, fuck it, we'll just pop East Germany and see if we can draw Truman.
Yeah, I think it's more likely it depends on what their hand looks like. I'd rather go Algeria than do anything wacky and maybe like Indonesia.
Yeah, I like the way that turn turned out. Yeah, I think that worked out really well.
We do give them a good coup target if we go for Europe though, with like De Gaulle or socialist governments next turn in Egypt.
Well, it's an okay coup target. It's not that amazing. I mean,
I mean,
it
it's
does give
for,
them mill ops though. But
I guess
if
they
we can
could,
take
yeah.
France off of the headline in the AR1, yeah, we got to go for it. And then if they coup, we still have tons of good plays after that. I don't. Yeah, I mean, if we can take France at the beginning of next turn, I'm all for it. And then just give them the coup. I don't even. Yeah, I'd much rather have France.
Yeah, I think this is still definitely very playable for us.
I think we're ahead here.
I don't know. I'm not feeling great about it. The Marshall Plan would be very annoying. Um, hmm. Yeah, that turn could have been much better for us. A purge would have destroyed him if it hadn't gotten defected.
I think we're so far ahead that no matter what they do at the end here, we're still ahead.
Definitely like that we got Thailand. That gives us options. South Korea, that could be a liability for them later.
Yeah.
I guess what could they do that most scares you here, Kevin?
Um, I guess if they. Hmm. I guess actually. Maybe we should have overprotected North Korea on second thought, because now they can pop North Korea and break the Asia domination. I didn't really think
Yeah,
of
but
that
they could have
before.
popped it anyway. Like all it takes is one op to stop the Asia. So, I mean, if they pop the North Korea,
Oh, yeah, that's true. They all they have to do is put one in Malaysia and it's blocked. That's true.
ooh, I wonder where this is going. North Korea, maybe? Yeah, it did go into North Korea. I wasn't expecting Vietnam revolts.
They're not going to be able to flip North Korea, though, because they don't have the China card, so I'm not that worried about it. In
Yeah,
fact,
this
I
is
kind of think it would have been better for them to go like Malaysia, Indonesia there.
so the good news is we have lots of four ops. The bad news is CIA.
Yeah, we definitely want to get rid of that at the beginning of this turn on AR1 if we can.
I think the only headline is Fidel here.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, we could also headline CIA. Um, and well, they could headline Olympic Games, I guess, right? So, oh, actually, no,
Actually, it's
they
gone.
can't. Yeah, they can't headline Olympic Games or Duck and Cover. So I don't think they have any way to degrade DEF CON and headline, right?
Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, I don't hate the CIA headline here. Let's think about this for a second. Yeah, I guess I can see that CIA. I kind of think the Fidel's better, but I'm not 100% sure. Kind of like the Fidel more, I think, and
The
then just event the CIA at the beginning.
So the benefit to the CIA, if they coup and they fail, we can enter North Korea to get Asia back. We can fill Algeria, and then I don't know, we can go into like Libya or something or Egypt if they remove an influence. Um, so we actually can accomplish a lot of our goals of getting Algeria, getting North Korea, maybe entering Burma with the headline of CIA rather than giving it up AR1.
I feel like we're gonna get all that stuff if we headline the Fidel and then play CIA AR1. So if we headline Fidel, event CIA, and they coup, and then we can use the op to put one in North Korea, and we should get everything right.
So the disaster is if they use CIA to put one in North Korea, that puts us in a very awkward spot because if they have NATO, they can flip North Korea, and that really scares me. So,
Well, if they use CIA to put one in North Korea, then we can just put one in North Korea ourselves.
well, true, but then they get a much more powerful coup on Egypt.
Yeah, that's true.
And if we give it up in headline, we have AR1. So if they do put the one in North Korea, we can put the one in North Korea back, and then we can take the coup. So we get the coup in that scenario. So that's not a play for them.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to headline CIA, I'm cool with that.
I guess is there any headlines they could have that would be really bad for us if with in combination with CIA? Containment would be very annoying.
What would be?
Containment. It's probably their most likely headline, right? Containment or Europe.
Asia scoring is probably pretty likely
Yeah, but
headline for them.
you can't get Asia domination even. Yeah. So I kind of like headlining the CIA here, to be
Okay, go
honest.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Can't really hurt us with this CIA though.
There's really nothing we could do to. Well,
We could have overprotected North Korea, but then they
yeah, but
could have
they
attacked
still.
Germany and removed us. I mean, I guess with Warsaw yet to come out, it's
Also, even if we overprotect North Korea, they could have just gone Malaysia, Indonesia at the end to block
oh
the.
yeah, that's true.
Which is what I would have done if I were them.
Right, so we're not getting that Asia regardless, so you can't feel too bad about that.
Yeah, I'm cool with this.
So we're gonna really hope
Oh,
and
we
pray
don't.
they
Oh,
don't.
if they put the one in North Korea, though, we don't get to use the op. So, yeah, I forgot about that part. We don't get to use the op now. So if they put one in North Korea here, then we still have to worry about putting back in North Korea or give up the coup, or
Yeah,
putting back in North Korea and giving up the coup.
that's an ideal scenario though. They failed the coup. That's the dream. So I
Yeah,
definitely
I
want to
think
expand
they
out of Chile, right? That's got to be a must for us.
say that again.
Chile, Algeria, and North Korea, right, are the targets.
Oh yeah, Algeria, North Korea. Yeah. Also Argentina would be good too. Or would there be anything better than that? Maybe I can't think of anything better. That looks pretty good to me. I like it.
It seems perfect to me.
I like it. Let's do it.
Let's lock it.
I think that yeah, I think they should have used that CIA to put one in North Korea there, but I don't know. I guess I can see it. I guess I don't hate the way they played it either. It gives them a mill op that way, I suppose. They might not even have a 4 op to take the North Korea anyways. Maybe why they didn't do that. Makes me think that they don't have a 4 op in their hand the way they played
Yeah.
that. And the only
So
one left is
now,
NATO anyway. So it's kind of unlikely that they do have a 4 op.
yeah. So goals for the rest of the turn. I like filling up the Middle East to get a nice domination there, and then maybe do a little bit more work in Asia.
I think we can hold off on India and Pakistan because we haven't seen the war yet, and there's no way they can get over there on turn 3 either. I do like putting into places like Libya and Iraq and
Syria for sure. I like Iran over Iraq just because it gives us faster access to India and Pakistan.
yeah,
At some point,
I like that too.
so they did have the Truman, interestingly. Um, I definitely want to keep holding U.S. Japan just because they might feel pressured at some point. Now, I mean, they're not going to be filling Japan with them knowing we hold U.S. Japan, but we get the Asia domination back, it gets ugly for them. It makes it easier for them to fill Japan.
I'm cool with Japan being our hold card. I guess
I kind of like Marshall being our hold card because we still don't know the status of De Gaulle and SOC so it makes it a lot harder for them to get the Europe with that not coming to them. And also the NATO, they haven't played Warsaw Pact. I mean, they know our hand because of CIA, but if they don't have Warsaw Pact, we might be able to force NATO being inactive for a long time.
you know what I kind of think we should do here. I kind of think we should take Spain.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
I think we should take. Well, actually, is I guess we're
I,
2 to 4, and then actually,
I
you know
think
what? You know what? Actually, is even a better idea. We should just let Marshall Plan go off and give up on Europe, unless we can flip France at the beginning of next turn.
I don't think Europe is gone yet. I think there's still a chance for De Gaulle and Sakovs to save us there, but
Or I guess if they're
you're
not going to
careful.
overprotect France, then we could try to hold off on Marshall Plan. I can see that. Anyway, we should probably play Special Relationship right now.
I kind of like entering Syria. And well, I like Libya. Uh,
How about one Libya, one Iran? Iran.
yeah, that works. I mean, I think Syria is higher priority because that gives
Why?
us the domination. We need to, at some point, we need to enter Syria, right?
Well, it's not like they're going to put 3 ops into it.
Right. Iran, we can definitely agree on. I mean, I guess it doesn't make a huge difference whether Libya or Syria. I just like getting the domination now.
Okay, yeah, just go for it. We're going to fill them all up anyway. It doesn't really matter which order we do it in. Or
Yeah,
actually, I guess it kind of does because if they jam 3 into Egypt, we're not going to be able to hold both Egypt
good
and
point.
Libya. I guess
Yeah. I
we
mean, if they
could
put
probably we could
three,
even go Syria Libya here. Maybe is better. Probably Syria and Libya, or 2 Libya or something like that.
I like getting the pack adjacency. I mean, two Libya, I like a lot too. I mean, if they put three in Egypt, are we even going to be
Yeah, I guess
fighting at Egypt? I don't think we are.
I
I
guess
think it's just
that's
theirs if they put three in Egypt.
yeah, that's kind of outlandish. They probably don't even have a 4 op in their hand. Yeah, we're just yeah, just
Yeah,
go
I think
for
we
it.
should definitely just make a quick move. I mean,
Yeah,
so
go for
I'll
it.
leave it up to you, whatever you want to do. If you want to do Syria, Libya, or
Yeah, whatever. I think it's all pretty much the same, actually.
okay.
Yeah, we just uh, behind on time. It's all pretty much the same. I like this. Can you click on the 2 real quick? 14.6. Okay, yeah, I got it all. Yeah, it's all good. As soon as we see where the Indo-Pak War is, then we can think about filling up India and Pakistan. I mean, I guess we could always go like fill Iran and fill Afghanistan and fill
Oh, that's
Pakistan.
amazing. Sorry to cut you off, but that's really good news that they don't have Europe.
Let's play one up into Iran or Libya.
Yeah, I like Libya.
Okay, let's do it. The thing about holding Japan is if we let it go off, then it evens out the Asia domination, and we would have to take Pakistan to get it back.
Right. I definitely don't want to give up the Japan. Actually, so an interesting thing about holding the Japan, we have the option of jamming Japan with China card in turn three if we hold it into turn three, but we don't have access there.
You know, I really don't hate just spacing Japan either, to be honest with you.
I'm starting to come around to your point of view on the Marshall because with France overprotected because of the special, the odds of us getting Europe are very low now.
Um, how about using Fidel to go one Iran and one Libya?
Yeah, I'd prefer to event the Fidel. We don't know if it's coming back out, you know?
Yeah, we could event it. I mean, I'm cool with that. If we event it, we should do it right now. I think.
I think we can wait until after we space because, you know, they're going to want to realign it when they see it.
Oh, okay. Space to Japan. I'm cool with that play too. I think that's good.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking so much about, you know, do we want to give up Marshall Plan or not? There is a chance that, well, so we already gave up the Romanian, but if we had a non-battleground in Europe, SocGov's Europe, uh, you know, saves us 5 points next turn. So that makes the Marshall Plan not really a good card. I mean, I guess if we have SocGov's headline, they're not double overprotecting everything. Um, you know, I kind of want to just space. What do you think?
Yeah, space it.
Okay, space. I'm kind of leaning to U.S. Japan still, to be honest with you, because if they play Europe next turn, then Marshall Plan becomes a free play depending on the NATO situation, right? So I think holding Marshall makes a lot of sense.
Space to Japan. Yeah.
Ugh, that's not really the start that we would want. We're not.
I'm cool with the eventing Fidel on the next AR.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, this is ugly. All right, so now the event the Fidel.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. I like to get Argentina up to two because there's a chance we're giving up the coup next turn, depending on the Europe headline situation.
And then the other two ops could go.
I think Iran is a must.
Almost wonder if North Korea is better.
Yeah. Kind of like Argentina, Iran, North Korea.
That sounds pretty good to me. I like it.
Getting
Actually, I
absolutely
kind of like
murdered.
Argentina, Libya, North Korea a little better than that, actually.
No, because if they coup Iran, they get access into Pakistan, India, and that
Oh,
gets
yeah,
ugly.
that's true, yeah. We might even want to put one in Afghanistan, huh? Or maybe we should put one into Pakistan.
No,
Maybe like,
I think Iran is just strictly better. The IP war is a big risk if that hits, and I don't want to give them access into there until we know it's the status.
could go Argentina, Iran, Afghanistan, and if they flip Iran, we can still just step into Pakistan. Actually, I kind of like that better. Argentina, Iran, Afghanistan. And then we don't lose everything if they flip Iran. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still a bit worried about the North Korea tap. Um,
yeah, me too.
Actually, no, I think Afghanistan is a lot of sense because
In fact,
if we
Iran, Afghanistan, North Korea might be the best.
I still think there's a lot of merit to the Argentina.
Also, it kind of depends on what they do right here. I kind of like Iran, Afghanistan, North Korea. Or we could go Argentina, Afghanistan, North Korea. Actually, I kind of like that. Argentina, Afghanistan, North Korea. I think that's pretty good.
Oh, there's NATO. Huh.
They do have the four.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think
I think,
I like the Afghanistan, North Korea.
you know, to Afghanistan doesn't even give us domination.
Yeah, just one there. Afghanistan, North Korea, Argentina. That looks pretty good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm actually scared of them stepping into Iraq
Oh
now.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think that the
Yeah,
Iran is better.
yeah. No, let's skip the Argentina. Let's just go. Uh,
I think leaving one in Argentina is asking for trouble. We are in a disastrous. I mean, it's ugly as heck if they flip it.
okay, just put the last one in Afghanistan. Let's call that good.
Okay. I mean, there's no rush on the Afghanistan now. We can use a four-op next turn, like Marshall, depending on to fill up Pac and Afghanistan. Kind of like the North Korea now.
No, no, we have to put one in Afghanistan because if we give up the coup and they flip Iran, we lose
Right, right,
back.
right, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like this is fine.
Okay, so we're in decent shape now in the Middle East with two battlegrounds. Um, yeah, I mean, it could be better.
This is a really dominating position for us.
That Korean War redraw would be so huge for us.
Decall hasn't been seen yet. The only blue card left in the deck is Containment.
Yeah, so I think we can guarantee it's not in their hand because, well, then it might be in their hand and they're holding it till next turn, but I think it's more likely they have decall. They didn't have a hold card on turn one. And we have the option too of just putting three in Uruguay and then trying to crawl into Venezuela, Brazil next turn.
Yeah, I can see that depending on how this goes here. I could see that happening. They're probably thinking about going Colombia, Panama, or something like that.
Oh, oh, I was really scared of them entering Colombia. Yes. Okay. There's some good stuff in here. Um, man, what are you thinking about the socialist governments Europe?
Yeah,
That's 5 points. And then we're
yeah.
getting our MOOPs anyway from Korean War.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. Unless you have a different or better suggestion.
No, that's good. I like it.
All right. Yeah, I think this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, and then containment.
Their hand is Decall, Degall, Warsaw Pact, and four other cards.
There's some ugly stuff in there. If they have to give up the De Gaulle, do you want to remove two from France, one from West Germany? That makes a De Gaulle ugly. As it stands now, De Gaulle's playable.
I'd rather remove two from West Germany. Or actually,
I'd rather.
we could go I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is cool. This is good. Or wait
All
a
right.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Do we have a better play?
I just don't want to give them the free ops with De Gaulle. I'd rather they are forced to space it. And then we leveling, bringing down France. I mean, we could redraw Suez later. There's some good stuff we can do if we bring down France.
Okay, yeah. Um,
Did I lock it in? Or I mean, if you feel strongly, we could do it the other way.
this is good. This is good. Actually, what I was thinking about
Oh,
was, what'd you say?
oh, sorry. I thought you said cancel it, right? As I
No,
clicked.
no, 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 no. I was saying I was thinking about taking two out of West Germany and then using placing ops, but I think this is better to just dump the scorecard.
Yeah, and we can actually coup. Excuse me. We can coup Cameroon and get a battleground back, depending on what happens with their coup.
Yeah, if I were them, I would definitely think about placing ops here and going something like Nigeria, Colombia, Panama, or something like that. Is what I would be thinking about if I was them.
Definitely want to be eventing the Korean War at some point, though.
Yeah, can you put that one on the left?
Yeah. All right, so now Pakistan, Afghanistan is forced for us, right? Five.
Uh,
Does that look fine to you? Like
I
that?
like putting the last one in Yugoslavia
Okay.
since the independent Reds is gone.
Yeah.
And yeah, two Pakistan and oh wait a minute.
Like this, right? I mean, this is pretty good.
Oh yeah, the Afghanistan gives us the domination, doesn't it? I see, I see.
Yeah, and also protection from the IP war. It could have been a redraw for them.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. Yeah.
And that four, I mean, that's pretty wasted. We can level that late war or with Muslims, so it's not the worst situation ever.
I guess that op is gonna get killed by Truman Doctrine either way, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't think about that. We should probably get rid of that Truman Doctrine as soon as possible out of our hand.
Depends on what they do here. The coup of Cameroon's looking pretty good.
Or yeah, I also the Korean War event is looking really good too. Maybe Truman Doctrine isn't a very high priority here. Actually, I guess Korean War and well, surely they're gonna take Nigeria here. If they go Nigeria, then we can. Well, see, if I were them, I would still. I mean, I would definitely think about stepping into Nigeria for sure. Right now, if I were them, if they don't do that, then that would be weird. I think.
I'd be thinking of a jam of Pakistan. Okay, what's this doing? Yeah, so I was worried about the Pakistan play. Um,
Well, let's
I
take.
kind of like one Pakistan, one India with Cambridge 5.
Yeah, let's do that.
We can't hold everything. I mean, we're down to only two ops now.
I like it. They want to space the decall and the degall this turn, so that's going to take up a lot of time.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
It's not going to be that easy for them to take India here.
Definitely, if they give us a chance, we want to be filling India if we can. All right,
Oh,
so
they're letting that event go off. They're not spacing it.
yeah, well, they're thinking that we're giving them the Truman, and we can't fill
Oh
France.
yeah, the Truman. Fuck.
You know what? This might be a play China card situation to take France.
Well, the Europe scoring's going to be gone for a long time. I don't like it. I'd rather just give up the Truman and lose two.
Oh man, that's huge value. I feel really good about having. So I mean,
For true, Europe scoring's not going to get scored again for such a long time. The game's going to be over before it gets scored again.
and they're giving us France. I mean that's a pretty sticky country if we can take it. It's hard for them to flip it back. And that just if it goes to final scoring, I just feel so much better with having France.
Yeah, I don't know. Having China card's pretty good too.
I I just really feel like any Chinese player, if given the opportunity to take France, would take it.
I think I'd rather have the China card here, especially because Asia scoring is unseen, and we've got places like I don't like that at all. I think we should keep the China card because if we play the China card, then we have to overprotect Thailand, overprotect Pakistan, overprotect North Korea, or else
All
we're
right.
gonna lose Asia.
Do you want to? I mean, we have to do those anyway. But I mean, do you want to drop the Korean War now?
Yeah,
Nice. That's a huge hit for us.
yeah, nice. What's the country count in Asia at right now?
One, two, three, four, five, seven to one, two, three, four, five, 7 to 5.
If you just click on the bar, you don't have to count them like that. It'll just tell
Oh,
you.
really?
Yeah, 7 to 5. Yeah, okay.
Where does it say that?
It says 4 non-battleground, 1 battleground for U.S., and on the our side it says 3 non-battleground, 4 battleground on the right side.
Oh, I've never knew that.
That's why I always, yeah, yeah. That's why I always asked you to count them because you got the clicker. I didn't want you to count them by hand. I'm cool with just giving two up on the Truman Doctrine. I don't really think that we could have gotten around that really either. Holding China card here is
So, I mean, we already have 4 battlegrounds in Europe, or in Asia. I mean, it's already pretty in our territory, and IP war is still unseen.
yeah.
So,
So if we give up the China card, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to lose at least one Asian battleground, and the domination is going to get even back out.
yeah, but that Europe, man, that's so juicy.
Nah, it's the scorecard's gone. The China card is what's juicy.
I mean, as USSR, China card, they always have the option of having a 4 op to repair whatever we're jamming. So it doesn't feel like it's as high value if you're USSR.
It's huge value to have the China card. It activates Usuri if they have it. They can flip Pakistan with it. If they headline colonial rear guards, they can flip Thailand.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're convincing me.
Also, South Korea and North Korea are not overprotected, so they can jam that, and we don't have any fours in our hand that we're holding or anything.
Well, they're gonna repair the France.
Okay,
So I
well,
like
that's
going
even
through.
better then. Now we don't even have to worry about the Truman Doctrine giving up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I kind of like filling Iraq here with defectors because the thing is, overprotecting both South and North Korea and Pakistan doesn't give us Middle East. I feel like it's more aggressive to take Iraq.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so defectors and last action on Truman, we fill up Pack.
Or actually, let's play Truman now and Defectors at the end, just in case they try to jam something. Or
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so Truman now into Pack.
uh,
I'm worried about the Pack jam pretty mightily, so I kind of
yeah,
like that.
yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Just clear out the 1 op from our hand.
this is really good. I think. Yeah, the whole reason I wanted to hold China card is so we wouldn't have to overprotect the Koreas and the Thailand.
Yeah. Okay, I like it. I like it. And even if they tap one of the Koreas, it's still not giving them domination. I hope they fail this. Oh my, they've succeeded every space roll. So now into Iraq, right?
I like it.
Ugly, but it is what it is. There we've had. I mean, it's only down 3 points, and we're up battlegrounds. We're up one, two, even, even. up two, up three, four, five. Up five battlegrounds isn't bad. And we have some pretty soft targets here in Africa.
Yeah, we're way ahead. And the region that we're doing the worst in is the one that's already been scored.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that Iran,
Africa is very unstable for them. Just because they have Africa domination now doesn't mean they're going to be having it when that scorecard rolls around.
the Portuguese Empire would be amazing. Or South African.
I'm trying to decide what our best coup target is. I guess our best coup target at the beginning of next turn, if we don't have any scorecards in our hand, I guess our best coup target is Nigeria.
I like Nigeria a lot.
I like Nigeria. Or I guess we'll see what happens. Might have a better play come up perhaps.
Junta would be huge.
Yeah, if we could get to Venezuela and Brazil before they do, that would be amazing. And they're probably thinking about going Colombia, Panama here again. That's what I would be thinking about if I was them. Colombia, Panama. I guess another thing they could be thinking about is poking one of the Koreas or perhaps overprotecting Angola.
They're vulnerable too, Kevin. I mean, that India is naked with the IP war. That would be such a huge flip for us.
Yeah, I think we're ahead here. I'd say we're ahead. Although the space race is bad, though.
Yeah, that's looking pretty bad.
I guess
They can't space two ops. I mean, there's some nasty two ops coming out.
that's true. That is kind of got the potential to put them in a sticky situation if they get a bunch of red two ops in their hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking we try to hold the China card. I don't see a need to play it. Want to make their lives easier. All right, so they're special. So NATO is mega playable now. Yeah, so they do enter.
Ah, the Panama, Colombia. Okay.
So we got Liberation, which is really nice. Oh, you know what? We have a really interesting play here with Liberation and dropping the central scoring immediately.
I like Liberation a lot here.
Then yeah, and then Kevin, we can coup Colombia AR1. Um, or okay, so we also have duck and cover in our hand. We could play the duck and cover and just take Panama, Mexico for control. It risks realignment though. I mean, Liberation, no matter what's our headline here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Drop.
Let's headline that. Yeah.
To see what they
We should
headline.
probably think about playing one small step for ops here. I think that two ops is probably going to be better than the event.
Yeah, we're a little low on action rounds. I guess John Paul isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
Can't
you
be.
know, I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, that Pope event really isn't that bad for red.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of gonna put this out just to kind of see what it looks like. 5 points.
I like going one Panama, two Mexico here with the Liberation.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same amount of points, right?
Right, because of the adjacency. I mean, we could think about just playing Central America scoring for 5 right here, I guess is one potential thing to think about.
We could also just go for the coup of Colombia right now, which is, I don't know.
Man, I kind of like that Central America scoring play right here.
Yeah, I like it. I like it too. Yeah, do you want to just drop the central now?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's drop it. Boom.
Can you click on the 4 real quick? Okay, thanks. I got them all.
That's pretty strong.
All right, we can give up the Ask Not on AR7. Space the duck and cover. Hold the Pope or the Panama, I suppose. If they take Venezuela with ops here, we can try to coup it.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of good. We don't have a high op card that's really good for that, other than China. And I kind of like just queuing Africa, to be honest with you, if that opportunity presents itself.
I guess it kind of depends on how many they put in Venezuela, too. I mean, if they put 4 Venezuela right now, then we can't really coup it anymore.
Yeah. Maybe they're thinking of doing something goofy, like going for real lines on Iraq.
If I were them, I'd definitely be thinking about putting into Venezuela.
I think in Venezuela is a good play, but I kind of like the Africa coup.
You know, maybe we should have couped Colombia instead of playing that scorecard. I guess it's kind of tough, though, because we've got
We've got two scores and a lot of
yeah, we've got
cards.
two scorecards and not a lot of ops in our hand, so it's not like likely that we're gonna win a coup war in Colombia. I don't know. It's tough to say. I'm really not sure what the better play was there. We had a lot of complicated decisions so far in this game.
I definitely think we've been on the worst side of rolls, though. I mean, the South Korea was a massive roll, but other than that, we haven't had incredible luck. If the opportunity is there, I kind of like just cooing Nigeria with something like Olympic Games. Okay, so that's probably gonna be the play. It looks like. So they put all three in Venezuela, so we can't coup that. And Pope is free now too, thanks to the Comic Con. We definitely can't coup the Venezuela now.
Instead of going
Uh,
Austria, can you put the last one in Czechoslovakia?
oh, sure. Um,
Thanks.
I
Another
like
thing we could do is
Nigeria.
just step into Uruguay.
Ooh, that's a really good idea. I like that a lot. But then they're gonna enter Brazil, so I don't.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe that's no good. Maybe it would be better to just
If they
coup.
have VOA, it probably is better because then VOA is no longer removing us
They
from the South.
they
But
would have headlined it though.
yeah, I think yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I'm a fan of the cooing Nigeria.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it's a decent result. If they have brush war on Algeria, it gets ugly too, because then we're nowhere in Africa. So I like having that second African battleground.
Panama is free, basically free now too, and
Yeah.
we can hold the Pope space duck. Can you put the Pope all the way on the right?
I
Thanks.
mean, it doesn't even break us in Europe if we play the Pope. I guess out of all of the cards to hold, I'm surprised they didn't event that.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to hold the Pope. It's just better than holding anything else, I think. Also, I kind of like Southeast Asia scoring, getting that out of our hand as soon as possible. I guess
Do
we could.
you think about entering Burma here at all? Filling Burma?
I don't think that's. Well, what's the country count in Asia again? Can you click on that?
7-5 still, I think.
7 to 5. So
That's the eighth country. I mean, it's pretty good.
they would have to take Japan. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it. I guess I can see that taking Burma.
It gives us the extra point for Southeast Asia, and it means that India is guaranteed to be naked when if we do get the IP war.
I can see it. I mean, I guess
I mean,
there's
Saudi
some other
Arabia is
pretty
good too.
important places too, like Saudi Arabia. I guess I can see Burma, I suppose.
I mean, it violates the battlegrounds over non-battlegrounds principle because we're not filling Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
With
Saudi
them
Arabia.
having Jordan and Lebanon, I don't know. Middle East feels like it's slipping away from us. I don't know.
Saudi Arabia is pretty good.
Saudi Arabia is huge here for sure.
I kind of think that's better than Burma. I kind of like Saudi Arabia here, actually. But I don't even know if I want to put ops at all. I mean, I think it almost makes more sense to just play this. Well, damn. This is a tough decision, huh?
This is legitimately another very difficult spot for us.
Damn.
Um,
Yeah, that is a good question. I mean, I kind of just like playing the scorecard, honestly. I like the scorecard.
they don't have any areas where they can flip a country right now in Asia to block the domination, but even if they did flip a country, like flipping Pakistan with the IP war, if we take Burma, we still hold domination. So that's a consideration. So even if they get like a brush war on Pakistan to succeed, if we have Burma, we're still dominating. So and Middle East is feels like with Muslim revolution still out there, there's still a lot that can go right for us there. So I'm kind of leaning on the Burma side of the fence.
Okay, go ahead and take Burma with the two.
I kind of want to give up the John Paul too. I'd rather we space, duck, and cover
Yeah, yeah, that's
first.
what I'm saying. Space duck and cover, yeah.
I mean,
But
so do you want to space now or give up the John Paul and the Burma?
I think we should either play the scorecard or take Burma. Is probably our two options here.
Yeah, you know what? I want to get the Southeast Asia scoring out of our hand, and the
But
fact
let's use the one small step to take the Burma though.
but so if we succeed with the duck and we can event one small step, and now we're only one step behind in space, we're catching up
Yeah,
if we
but
do.
we don't want to lose the ability to space two ops either.
Oh yeah, and another good point too. We have so much we need to do. We can't afford to use the one small step for the event. So, yeah, just fill up the Burma then.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like the one small step event here. Yeah, even with the one small step event, it's so unlikely that we're going to beat him to the fifth box. I think this is good. And then we want to dump that scorecard as soon as possible.
Yeah. Extra VP. I mean that one VP was the difference in a few of our games, right?
This, yeah, that also since the Asia country count is so close, it does make it a lot extra value for that country.
Okay, where is this going? Oh, Europe. All right, so you want to dump the Southeast Asia now?
Yeah.
We could also enter Saudi now because the Southeast Asia isn't going to change. Saudi
Yeah,
is,
but
is risky.
if we don't play the scorecard now, it's really gonna bind our hand up a lot. I mean,
Okay.
they could just jam into Angola or something like that, and we would get stuck with a bunch of shit like duck and cover and scorecards in our hand.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
And we don't want to have to give up the Ascot early either. Can you click on the 4?
yeah,
Okay, I got it all.
it's a pretty okay. That's unfortunate. Ooh, whew, whew. That's scary. Do you want to space the duck now? I mean, we can still enter Saudi. I still want to enter Saudi Arabia, man.
With Panama,
I'd rather with John Paul.
you really want to give that up, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we can space duck now if you want.
Saudi Arabia is a pretty big deal here.
It's huge.
All right, well, okay, yeah, go Saudi Arabia.
And I mean, in this way, I'm not that worried.
I think I would. Well, yeah, this is good. This is all right. Think it would. Well, yeah, this is okay. This is all right. That Ascot is probably not going to help him that much.
Yeah, with it out of the deck, with them not able to space two ops, I like that a lot. That being out of the deck. You know, I've seen this play from them before
With
where they'll
space.
save. No, I'm just saying, I've seen this play from them before where they'll wait until the end of the turn to fill Brazil, and then they'll play the scoring card AR6. I think there's a good chance they have South America scoring here.
Nah.
No, dude, I think I've seen this play from them before. I mean, saving a space card
There's
for last action round is bad.
there's nothing we can do about it. We can't give up. I think we should
It's
space
still
here.
chilly. Or we could coup Colombia. I mean, yeah,
It's
I mean, do you
just
want to space?
yeah. I think space is the play.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just putting it out there. We have to fill Chile at some point because of VOA. So, I mean, now seems like a very good time. I think there's a very good chance they have the scorecard here.
Well, that would be better. Nah, because then we have to give up the astronaut early.
I mean, it's only, well, it is. I mean, it is only one action round early. They haven't spaced yet. That seems to indicate to me they don't have space problems. Um, and they might pick up a problematic card too, like, like Asia. My vote is pretty strongly in favor of giving up the Ask Not now, as weird as that sounds. I very, very worry about them having the scorecard here. And we need Chile anyway for the brush protection on Argentina. There's a lot of reasons why I think we need to fill Chile.
Well, yeah, but we could always do that on the next AR.
Well, the next AR, we lose the chance of blocking the score. I don't think it makes a huge difference. I think the benefit of blocking the score is worth the detriment of giving up the Astronaut 1 AR early. That's my opinion. Um, I mean, if
I really don't want to give up that event one turn early.
okay, I mean, all right, you want to give up the duck and cover?
Yeah, or get or space it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're about to find out.
Chile, Saudi Arabia at the end here would, I guess, be
So they don't drop it
play.
immediately. That's that. So they didn't have the score. So I was freaking out for no reason.
Well, I mean, I guess there's some chance that they could have been holding it. I mean, I'm not saying it's like impossible or
Oh.
terribly unlikely. I mean, it's definitely possible that they could have been holding it.
Yeah, so Kevin, I just got massively proven wrong there.
Well, I mean, I think it was kind of a close decision, really. Yeah, just
So
let
what do
the
you
event go up first.
okay.
And then we can go Saudi Arabia and
I kind of like overprotecting the Asian battlegrounds. Oh fuck. That's ugly.
if they drew two scorecards, it's game. They wouldn't be saying thank you if they had drawn two scorecards though.
Oh, that is true.
But
We
that we had the chance for the game right there. There's still three scorecards unseen.
that is true. Do you want to put two Panama here? I mean we could put one Egypt also. One Egypt's pretty aggressive. I think one Saudi Arabia is forced, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of like the one Egypt, honestly. As weird as it sounds.
Like one Egypt, one Panama. I like it.
They might have picked up two scores. Like, yeah, I don't know. What's the odds of that? Two scores out of so there's one,
I guess it
two,
is pretty
three,
unlikely.
3 out of 43. Well, it was 45. 3 out of 45. And they have to pick up two. So it's 3 out of 45 times 2 out of 44. That's hugely unlikely. That's 0.3%.
Playing with fire over there.
I mean, poker players, even a 0.1% is scary.
I guess
I guess that's pretty
point
close.
three is pretty low, but losing the game is a pretty big deal.
And they picked up Brezhnev. That sucks so hard. Wow.
Oh yeah, interesting play there by them.
Okay. This is all right.
Che is kind of a good headline. I guess
Oh
Muslim
yeah.
is too, isn't it?
I mean, Shea is better than Muslims because if they fill Libya, we have a very easy target with the Muslim revolution.
Also, we could let the Sadat go off and then Muslim that Egypt.
That is true.
Um,
I'd rather have them waste stops in Libya.
yeah,
I
that
kind of like the Shea headline because if
oh,
we get a coup off, actually, so if they coup, we have the flip of Zaire for the domination if we headline Shea.
yeah, the Che headline is pretty good.
I'm
Yeah,
liking the looks of that a lot.
yeah, okay, I like it. Cooing Zaire at the beginning looks a lot better if we have Cameroon also.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, then they can realign and we can't get back into it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And also, they have an awesome secondary realign target with Cuba.
Getting that Nicaragua is pretty nice for us. If we get the Africa off, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, it sucks that Asia and Longunman got dropped, but I mean, what can you do? That the odds of that were so low.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I think this is shaping up pretty well.
And that Longunman's coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's unfortunate. So Nicaragua, Colombia, right? Or Cameroon.
Cameroon, Nicaragua, yeah.
Let's I guess we'll start with Cameroon.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. And then Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Dang, that's decent.
I think Nicaragua's better than Colombia for the second one.
Right now it gets awkward. Would you rather
Argentina.
flip Zaire or fill Argentina?
Argentina. No question about it.
So they're gonna fill Zaire, or they're gonna overprotect Zaire. I mean, we do also. We can't protect Libya and fill Argentina unless we play Muslims. I mean,
We don't really need to take Libya back with the Muslim in our hand, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So
There's
I'm
there's
just
no rush to take Libya unless they have Middle East in their hand. I mean, we could use Muslim to go 1 Libya and 3 Argentina as the other play here.
yeah. I'm thinking that Africa is pretty huge. They would have to have
No,
ABM.
I hate that Zaire flip.
It's a difference of 5 points, and
Yeah,
what
but
four up?
Argentina's a difference of 5 points also,
Oh yeah.
and that's a better country than Zaire is. I kind
Okay.
of like that a lot. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I mean, the only way that this burns us is if South America doesn't come out until after the reshuffle.
All right.
That's the only way this burns us, and that's not really that likely. Argentina is just so hard to flip back, and Zaire is so easy to flip.
Yeah. It's the right decision. So if they overprotect Zaire, we're definitely looking to dump the Africa at the first opportunity.
Yes.
I mean, we could also, how I learned, to bring the death count up because our battlegrounds in Africa are pretty solid. can definitely endure a
Yeah,
coup.
but if we bring the DEF CON up, then nah, I don't like that. I'd rather use that for two ops.
I mean, so we have also interesting realign potential on India. We bring the DEF CON to 5. Just throwing plays out there.
Yeah,
And Iran too.
Asia scoring is gone. I mean, yeah, I guess we do have a big realign there. That is a good point. I don't know. I mean, that is a good point. I mean, even with Asia scoring gone, I guess India is still pretty valuable. I think I'd still rather have the two ops. And it's not like we have a lot of ops in our hand that we could use to realign with anyway. And also, probably what's going to happen is they're going to do something like Zaire and Botswana, and then we're just going to have to fight them for the Africa domination.
So this is definitely going to Zaire. I wonder where the others are going.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have to fight them for the Africa domination here.
Yeah. I like putting you two into Panama just so we get it back.
Really? Panama, huh?
I mean, it's a battleground flip, a difference of two battlegrounds for us to take it as opposed to them. I don't really see a lot of other good places for our ops to go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is it better to fight for Africa or is it better to take Panama right now? Which it's not an easy question to answer.
I'm still a fan of bringing up the DEF CON for Africa.
I I don't like that. I think we should probably either coup Sudan or take Panama, like you said.
The Panama is what has my vote.
We might have to give up the Africa domination if we go Panama, but that wouldn't really be that bad of a trade. In fact,
They might have problematic cards in Africa. They might have the South African unrest. So let's give them more time to play a card like that.
okay, we can take Panama. I'm cool with it.
I like Panama a lot, to be honest with you. It's they're probably getting Mexico back at some point. So if we get Panama, we're still holding on to the domination there.
Even if they do end up realigning Panama to +1, it's not really that amazing.
Yeah, and it's Colombia. I mean, coup and Colombia removed their
Yeah,
only non-battleground, so it's pretty high value.
I guess we gotta worry about Bear Trap also.
We
And
want to hold the Sadat though for sure. Um,
yeah,
so
unless they play Middle East scoring. Damn, I really, yeah, that Bear Trap, man. If we space Voice of America and then they event Bear Trap, that would be kind of ugly. I guess we just kind of have to hope they don't do that. Like, just space the Voice of America and just hope we don't get Bear Trapped, I guess. And
yeah, I mean,
if they Bear Trap us, they're probably going to do it on AR7 anyway.
yeah, they're not going to do it mid-turn.
Yeah, if they're going to do Bear Trap event, it probably would be most likely on AR7. So I guess we don't really have to hold Voice of America to think about that. We can probably just space it as soon as we can, really.
Wow, they really don't care about the China card. They definitely have the Portuguese Empire crumbles at least.
I kind of like spacing here.
Are you sure? I kind of like well, hmm.
Yeah, I like spacing a lot. I think space is the play.
All right. So if we coup in Africa, it levels the situation there.
We can always do that on the next AR.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. You want a space BOA?
Yeah, I think that's the play.
So we've had 4 attempts on space, with 3 of them being failures. It's pretty annoying. At this point, I think we're just giving up the Africa scoring.
No, we only need to.
Ooh.
Oh, that might.
Well, good thing we didn't go for Zaire, right? So with Cultural Revolution being out, Asia played, do you put more credence in playing the China card for Libya here? Because that's Middle East. That's a huge country in the Middle East. I There's definitely value there in taking Libya.
Yeah, it is a pretty big deal.
I think we go for it. We take Libya China card.
And then you could use the last op to what do you want to do with the fourth op?
North Korea.
We haven't seen Colonial Rearguards yet, and if they headline Colonial Rearguards, they can flip it with China card unless we put one more in Thailand. Or I guess
Yeah,
Thailand
I
isn't
mean
that.
that's yeah, I mean that's pretty speculative
Yeah,
though.
the Southeast Asia scoring is gone, so Thailand is kind of like less valuable then.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so I guess the China card doesn't become scary until next turn. I do like I actually I like what you're talking about with Thailand. I I kind of like honestly three Libya, one Thailand. I can see it.
Maybe North Korea is better.
I
Or
mean,
actually,
Colonial
maybe
Rearguard,
South
sure.
Korea is South Korea is better than North Korea even.
I mean, so the battlegrounds are worth the same now. Southeast Asia's played, so the Koreas we can't. The thing about the Koreas is they don't become a problem until well they do become yeah. I mean, North Korea seems fine to me. It's worth the extra point.
Okay,
So
lock that in. It's hard to tell what's more valuable, the extra point from the North Korea adjacency or the activation of the KAL card. I guess North Korea is more easily realignable potentially. I don't know. South
I mean, it's an extra point if they jam and take it. So extra points pretty nice.
We could have put it in Tunisia also. Maybe that would have been
Yeah,
better.
I'm not. I don't really think Tunisia's great. You want to be cooing Sudan, Ethiopia now.
Yeah, that's
Probably what
true.
our next two action rounds should be, honestly. I mean, if they space, we will bury you, then missile envy becomes very interesting.
Uh, well, there's too many bad cards to hit, like Flower Power, Nuclear Test Ban.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I mean, there's some good ones to hit too, like NATO, Japan, Red Scare
Oh
Purge.
well, here's the we will bury you.
Well, yeah, there's Flower Power, Nuclear Test Ban, Red Scare Purge, NATO, and U.S. Japan left in the deck. They probably don't have Red Scare Purge in their hand, or they would have headlined it, right? I mean, also there's for 3 drops we've got Quagmire, OPEC, Cultural Revolution, Suez, Brush War,
A lot of those
Salt.
are really good. I mean, Brush War is huge. Salt is huge.
Damn, maybe Missile Envy event is good here. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, that's huge. I mean, if even if we cut a four op out of their hand, four ops are big problems. So I think missile envy is the play here.
it's not like Flower Power is the worst thing in the whole world either. I mean,
So we could I mean, so if we play the missile envy now and we pick up salt, we can get ABM and make a strong play for that last African battleground. So missile envy, I think now is the time for missile envy.
okay, go for it.
I mean, brush war would be really huge here.
I mean, OPEC is not bad at all.
Ooh, that's nice. That's real
Yeah,
nice.
that was good too. Yeah, good call there with that.
Do you want to just coup Ethiopia?
Yeah.
Ah, yikes.
That was good enough to flip it. Can you click on the 5 real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I got them all.
That's pretty huge. We got Bear Trap out of their hand. That was a very scary card. All right, so now how I learned. Coup.
Yeah, I'm cool with Kuin Sudan with that.
Okay, well, that's good enough.
Can you click on the 5 again? I think I just messed up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I got it all. I thought I had messed up, but I didn't.
Huh. Okay, well, we're about to play the Africa. It's annoying. It is what it is, I guess. Yes, okay, that's nice. Ooh, hello. There's some good stuff in here. Wow. You know, n- grain sales is a big risk. So do you want to just headline the brush war to get it out of our hand so it can't be grain sold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I know I like hitting the Italy here. I think that's the highest value that might be on the board. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, Brazil could be realigned. In Italy, that's huge. Gets us in good position for the arms race. And as for the coup, what are you thinking? I kind of like the Zaire.
You don't want to coup South America?
Yeah, South America might be the higher value. I mean, we're spacing the alliance, right? So they're only spaceable card.
I want to coup South America because the scorecard's gone. Unless they dump the scorecard in the headline here. Really, I don't hate brush war in Brazil either. Honestly, in fact, I kind of think that's better. I kind of think I like Brazil better. Well,
Well, so if
maybe
you want
not
to choose
actually.
South America, Brazil is our best target. And if they have the score, they dump it, so we don't get the full value.
Yeah, I guess I'd like Italy. Yeah, Italy's good. You're right. Italy's better.
I guess we'll wait and see what they decide to headline. Maybe that'll change our opinion. Well, yep. It did.
That's funny.
Well, Brazil's kind of obvious, right? Anything else
Yeah,
you see that's better?
yeah. Hit Brazil with it. Yeah.
Nice. That's a big hit right there. That's
You know,
good.
we can actually think about. Hmm.
I still like
Man,
Desire.
I like Flower Power coup Venezuela with it.
That's only succeeding on a 5 or a 6. That's
Another thing we could do is place ops. We could go 2 Uruguay, 1 Algeria. In fact, I kind of like that a lot
giving
because
them
then they won't be able to dump the South America scoring for free, and giving up the coup here is not that bad. I
honestly,
mean,
I'd rather coup because we have an arms race. We might want to prevent that.
I think I like the 3 ops better than the 3 VPs.
What's interesting, VOA, well, no, VOA's killed. They can't have VOA. Um,
They could have colonial rearguards, grain sales, puppet governments, East European unrest, salt. That's pretty much all they can have that is any good. Huh.
I
I
like
kind of
doing
like 2
the,
Uruguay, 1 Algeria. Because then they won't be able to surround Brazil.
oh, yeah, that's a good
And
point.
also they won't be able to dump the South America scoring. And also Algeria is pretty good. Or let's just do it. Let's just do it with the Alliance for Progress and not space anything and just give up 1 point and get that card out of the deck.
I'd rather get 1 point in Brazil to because on if what four ops are left? U.S. Japan is left, right?
Yeah,
And
and
Purge.
Red Scare Purge, and that's it.
So I like in that case just filling up the Brazil. I don't want to give them the 50% chance of getting it back, what we just did with the Brush War. I'd rather just go into Brazil here.
Wait, what do you mean 50% chance?
If they have a four op coup, it's a 50% chance of a flip. That's pretty. I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I don't know. I mean, it's rolling 50% for control. That's pretty massive, Kevin, on the Venezuela coup. Not at not 33% for the control.
Um,
No, I like the coup of Venezuela more now.
really?
Yeah.
It would suck if we rolled a 1, but it would be awesome if we rolled a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Time's a problem now for us.
oh yeah, fuck.
This is tough.
Um, okay, you choose, man, you choose. I like both of them, honest. I'm not sure which is better. I don't know which is better.
We're Team Nevada. We're experts at rolling dice. I put our faith in rolling a five or a six. So you feeling it?
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Or wait a minute,
Vegas.
wait a minute. Actually,
Oh,
well, okay, yeah, it worked.
sorry.
I think I think the other play was better, but I'm just not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe they can't really dump South America scoring here anyway, because if they do, then we get Venezuela and Algeria.
Yeah, they can't fill Algeria and Venezuela now and Uruguay. So we're still getting those countries regardless. So it's more aggressive.
Now we got to take Uruguay and
Yeah.
Algeria. I kind of
I
like.
don't. Our Alliance for Progress.
Yeah, I think we should just give up the 1 point here and just get that card out of the deck.
Okay, I can see it. I like it. So
And
good.
yeah, I like this. I like this. Yeah, and we are low on time. We're a couple minutes behind on time.
Now we have influence in Venezuela, so we can start cooing Colombia and putting the pressure on them for the rest of the turn too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Colombia coup war incoming here. Also, we need to worry about South Korea because it's not overprotected, and Thailand also needs another op in it.
Yeah.
Not urgently, but if we don't want to leave South Korea unprotected and play nuclear test ban. If we play nuclear test ban, we have to have that South Korea overprotected first, is what I'm trying to say. And also, we want to have one more in Thailand to prevent colonial rear guards from flipping it. Oh, never mind. They're playing China card. Interesting.
Oh, yikes.
Shit, we can realign that.
No, I definitely don't want to realign that. I'd rather coup Colombia because if they realign Brazil,
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Colombia coup is better.
they'd have to clear us out of Brazil and Venezuela.
You know, this OAS event's going to be... Or we can just hold that, right? Yeah, we can just
We'd
hold
have to give up the Sadat, but it's not the end of the world.
Can you put the OAS on the right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
The OAS is going to hurt worse than Sadat, I think.
Oh yeah, let's use the Panama to coup, or no, let's use the Sadat to coup Colombia.
We could also nuclear test ban jam Venezuela. But do you want to? We could wait until later in the turn.
I don't like the jam because it's too likely they're just going to be able to fill it. There's too many.
Colombia.
Fuck. I almost kind of want to use arms race to coup it just in case we roll a 1.
I think we're going to need our ops, man.
Okay,
We're getting
yeah. Use the 2 op then. Yeah, this is cool.
This is going to start getting strange. We can. Well, I kind of want to see what they're going to do now.
If they try to realign Brazil, we can always just put it right back.
Yeah. And the Venezuela is an even realignment now if we have Colombia, so.
We need one more Panama, one more South Korea, and Thailand is a lesser priority, but we definitely need one more in South Korea, one more in Panama, and then with the rest of our ops, we can fight for South America domination. So how
Yeah,
many ops
and
do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got two committed for defense there, and then we've got 7 that we can use to fight for South America domination.
yeah, across the board, we're stronger than them right now, for sure.
Our
On
realign potential is not bad at all here. We've got a pretty good secondary realign on Uruguay. Also, just taking Paraguay isn't terrible either with 2 ops. Yeah, I
so
guess it
we know,
depends on what they do here.
they've burned up a lot of good cards. Their hand might be weakening.
I don't know. There's a lot of good cards left. We got Red Scare Purge, U.S. Japan, East European Unrest, Salt, Colonial Rear Guards, Grain Sales, Puppet Governments.
Oh, they're going for the coup. Wow. Yeah,
I kind of like just taking Paraguay right here and getting our.
Brazil. I mean, Brazil's so scary.
Or we could just use Arms Race to coup Colombia.
Yeah, I'm thinking the arms race. I
Okay,
mean,
yeah. Yeah, just coup the Colombia right back.
okay. Man, this Colombia. Longer we fight Colombia, I mean, we're ahead on the board. They're not, Ooh,
Damn. Yeah, they
wow.
have a lot of ops.
All right, so now the
Interesting.
dot.
Honestly, I kind of like going nuclear test ban and going 2 Paraguay, 1 Panama, 1 South Korea, and that way we can't get screwed. Or I guess we could still, huh? Damn.
Brazil. I mean, we can get cleared out of the Brazil.
Yeah. Okay, I could see Sadat going to Colombia coup right here. I kind of like that too.
I mean, they got
I
to be
like
running
it.
out of good cards.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but I do like this play.
Ooh, man, this is wild. What is this hand they have? I mean,
Yeah, they could definitely have a handful of good cards still for sure. I mean, there's a lot of red cards left too. There's also Suez, Quagmire, OPEC, Cultural, Willie, South African Unrest, Portuguese. Not that Portuguese is really going to do anything.
I mean, Willie is huge for us. Do you think we jam West Germany with nuclear test ban if we see Willie right here? I'm still liking the Venezuela jam. I mean, how many more 3 ops? Well, so I mean, I guess you know. Ooh, Portuguese Empire.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think we can keep this up any longer.
I like just using nuclear test ban to go 2 Paraguay, 1 Panama, 1 South Korea. Or no, wait a minute. We don't need a South Korea anymore because we have the China card now.
Yeah,
So
we don't.
just Paraguay, Panama, and then the last one should go where?
Brazil.
No, I don't like that.
I mean, it's.
Well, I guess I can see it. I guess I can see
I
it.
don't want to give up our last.
I mean, or you could just use Panama to put 1 into Panama, isn't it? Well,
Yeah, but
no,
then we
because
lose the
then
domination.
yeah, then we lose the domination. Okay, let's yeah, let's take Paraguay and then go Panama, Brazil.
I mean, we could also coup Uruguay.
No, I don't
One out
like
of
that.
3.
I would
Yeah.
I would rather coup Colombia than Uruguay.
I like this a lot.
I like that. Let's do that.
All right, let's see what they do. They just used a bad 2 op. They might not have anything else. They might be out of cards. They might just be playing the scoring here. So we're up 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up 6 battlegrounds. We're definitely ahead of them. You know what? Algeria might have been better because Colonial's coming out.
Yeah,
Good
but
chance we're going to see Cultural here. They played the China card.
yeah, yeah.
South Africa unrest would be such a great card.
They might use cultural to coup Paraguay. Or take the one on the left there. I don't know what country that is, actually, to even out the country count.
Yes. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so
I
now,
see.
yeah, so all right, so now Panama to fix Argentina, right?
Yeah, lock it in. Okay, we're not too far behind pace. We're only about 2 minutes behind pace. Not bad.
Okay, going into Panama paid dividends there.
I think we're looking good here.
Yeah, them playing Colonial for ops was such a huge mistake, in my opinion. That was,
Unfortunately, they don't have South America scoring, so it's going to come out after the reshuffle, but there's nothing we could have done about that.
yeah, you know what's also coming out is grain sales, but I guess only seeing one grain sales the whole game is pretty darn good.
Yeah, 50-50 chance we get to space it next turn. I guess, yeah, having the grain sales come out
Wow.
after the reshuffle is almost as good as having the South America scoring coming out after the reshuffle.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
we
nice.
got the grain. That's good.
Wow, the Muslim Revolution's a great card too. There's so many good things in this hand, Kevin. Wow.
They've got Japan, Romanian abdication, cultural, OPEC, Quagmire, Suez, Summit, Red Scare Purge, and one other card.
Okay, so we have to assume we're going to be facing Red Scare Purge here, right?
That would
Uh,
make a lot of sense.
Man, they've got a lot of problems in their hand. And how many cards in their hand are unknown?
One.
Okay.
This is another situation where we don't have to coup at the beginning of this turn. We can just fill up Argentina and let them coup.
What's the best card they have to coup with?
Cultural Revolution. Another thing we could think about doing is play China card at the beginning to enhance the Cultural Revolution. That's what we should do because they have a horrible hand anyway. Even if they space 2 cards.
We're,
Yeah.
we're
What'd you say?
we can't space at all, so they're going to be guaranteed to be able to space 2 cards.
Yeah, I think we should play China card at the beginning of this turn to enhance the Cultural Revolution event. That's going to stick their hand up even more.
Um, I
Because
mean,
they've
we already
already
have
got
one
Quagmire
suicide
and
card.
Suez and OPEC.
I mean, Suez they can deal with.
How about
I'm
this?
thinking,
How about let's headline Muslim Revolution, and then at the beginning of the turn, use China card to put 1 Argentina and 2 Egypt.
I really dislike that play because actually, oh, I think I see what you're saying.
I really,
All right.
really, really like that play. And then if they coup, then we get Iran also. Man, I really like that play. Actually, that's fire right there. That is really good.
I'd rather we jam Egypt first. Oh, we lose an op. I mean, we're going to be in deep ops trouble this turn with the
We
purge.
we should headline Muslim here and take Argentina and Egypt and let the DEFCON go to 3 for them and just
I'd
give.
rather we headline the South African unrest. And
No, no, no.
well, I mean, Angola is a flip of the region. It's huge, and we have the realigns on Zaire. Or if we,
Egypt is a flip of that region, and that country is harder to flip back. And also, Angola is too easily realignable. They might even be able to get a +2 on it.
Well, they can't immediately because we tapped the South Africa with the South African unrest.
Yeah, yeah, taking Egypt is so good here. I really, really strongly like the Muslim headline here, and then we got to use China card to go one Argentina, two Egypt.
I mean, it's not forced, so we can play the Muslim at any time.
No, we can't because if we play it at any time, they're just going to fill those countries back up.
Well, I'm saying we can jam it with China card and then play the Muslim.
I no, then we gotta waste the op then.
Well, true, but we're wasting the op, but in that we get Angola, and Angola is definitely worth it for that one op.
But this way we get Argentina and Egypt and Iran.
I don't think we have the ops for Iran, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, because we'd have to use Cuban on it, then we'd have a bunch of ones in our hand. That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't have the ops to stop them from surrounding Angola either. I mean, if we headline the South African unrest and then go one Argentina and and two Angola, then they can just take Botswana and have a +2 and take it back. Yeah, I don't like that at all. We got to headline the Muslim here. Yeah, throw that Muslim down, man. That's the play.
Yeah, I'm just final thinking about it. I mean, if we so I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If we headline the South African unrest and then play Cuban Missile Crisis, one Angola, one.
And we got to give up nuclear subs too.
But yeah, but here's the other thing too. We're out of three op cards. So if they coup and roll it so that we need three ops to fill Argentina, we don't get it. So their coup roll in that scenario is at actually +1 DRM, even though they don't know it. So we're giving them the +1 DRM, and we don't get Angola in that scenario. And I'd rather for them to spend ops fighting us in Angola. I really don't like being depleted of all of our three ops. I mean, in that scenario, we can hold Muslim and hold China for later in the turn, and they might do something bad elsewhere that's even worse. I really think the South African is the play. It just preserves our hands so much better.
I guess it does give us a realign on Zaire also. All right, go ahead and headline the South Africa.
And
Yeah, just go for it, man. We're wasting too much time.
so if they so do
Just
they
just lock it in, dude. We're way behind on time now. We spent like 8 minutes right there.
I mean, that was probably one of the headlines that's going to decide the game. So that's a big one. So that's 100% expected. And then I really like Cuban one, Argentina one, Angola. Is the idea.
No, we got to play China card here to activate the Cultural Revolution.
Do you think it's a sure thing they're playing cultural? Actually, we're
They
playing
don't
China.
have a
card.
choice.
Yeah. We're playing China no matter what. So
Yeah, and then go South Africa with the last one, I suppose. Okay, this is good. This is good.
I mean, we could go Angola instead, or Argentina.
I like this.
I like Argentina actually.
I like this. Yeah, actually, Argentina isn't bad either. I could see that.
Yeah, because we're under.
Okay, go Argentina then. This is good. I like it. I guess one thing I didn't consider is that we do have a realign on Zaire now. It's not a great realign, but it is like better than nothing for a secondary realign. I mean, it's better than Costa Rica. I mean, we're probably not going to realign on this turn, but it could come up sometime in the future. We're gonna. Can you put grain sales on the right side?
Yeah.
Let's see if they can break our South America domination here.
Now time is a huge problem for us.
Well, we pretty much got the rest of this turn. Willie's probably going to be an event for us. We've got this OAS problem also. We have to play the
Right.
OAS event on this turn. So we're probably gonna have to put one more in Mexico and one more in Panama before we let that happen, I suppose.
Can you imagine how bad it would be if their one card was Bear Trap?
Oh, that would be unbelievable. In fact, we should probably that's a good point. We should probably think about holding that Cuban and Muslim as long as we can, just in case it is, because that would be game if we couldn't get past that bear
And
trap.
we'd be in really risky territory if we had gone with the Muslim headline, because then we'd have nothing but ones or one off essentially for the rest of the turn, other
Yeah,
than
I'm cool with this. I think this is fine. I like it. I'd like it even more if they rolled low on a coup right here. It's not that easy to flip Brazil or Argentina with the coup.
I'm wondering what do they even do? They don't have any four ops in their hand, right?
Well, they have
Of the cards.
Japan. They have Japan one mystery card.
Oh shit, they have Japan. Yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking they're gonna think about jamming Chile here. It's probably what they're talking about. If they think about
Well, if they
jamming
jam
Chile,
Chile, then they don't break the domination though. Or do they? Oh, they do on
they do.
country count. On
They
country
do.
count, they
So
do.
if they
I
jam
see.
Chile, I think the play is we coup Zaire. Oh, they're cooing. Okay. Please roll a one. Shit.
Oh, that's perfect. Just take it back.
Muslims?
Yeah, just take it back. With Muslim, yeah. Take it. Don't even need to think about that at all. Bam. There it
Yeah.
is. Can you click on the 7 real quick? Okay, I got them all. Thanks.
So their hand is now really weak because of they've given up their two four ops. So what can you remind me again, Kevin? Sorry, what their hand looks like now?
Summit, Romanian, Cultural Revolution, OPEC, Quagmire, Suez, and one more card.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty bad.
Yeah, their hand is really, really in a bind over there. I mean, they might even have to Quagmire themselves here. I'm sure that's what they're thinking about, is quagmiring themselves. Which would let us get a cheap OAS event off if they were in a quagmire.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
And obviously we want to get the scorecard out for domination before that. And the Willy Brandt. If we could event the Willy Brandt instead of using it for one op, that would be ideal.
Yeah. And,
If they event the 5-year plan, it could actually kill us here because grain sales defcons us.
no, we played China card. We get two holes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Arms race, that's our mystery card. Okay, now we know their whole hand.
Oh shit.
Okay, so they definitely don't have bear trap. And we can just replace those ops, no problem, with Cuban Missile Crisis. Oh, unless they... Okay, beautiful.
Right. They're probably going to use the last one in Mexico.
If I were them, I would do it in Venezuela to stop us from putting back into Brazil. I would have done that
Oh
one
yeah,
in Venezuela
Venezuela.
right there. If I were them, I would have gone Venezuela with both of
Yeah,
those.
it's
Okay,
a big
let's
blunder.
take Brazil back.
Yeah, that's a huge blunder to not go for Venezuela.
Yeah, and plus too, it's not that risky. I mean, it's a risk you have to take, in my opinion.
Well, so what would we have to get to take Venezuela? 6-1, and then after that, they'd have to fail the other realignment too. I mean, that's insanely low chance.
Yeah, I would have gone for Venezuela with the secondary right there if I were them. I guess they're probably going to use Summit to realign Brazil again.
Well, if they fail, we get the score. I'm thinking of eventing the Willy Brandt. What do you think?
I just want to get the scorecard out of our hand before we do anything else. But yeah, I want to event the Willy Brandt after that South America scoring is taken care of, for
That's got to
sure.
be priority number one, getting rid of the South.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, we might be able to sneak that nuclear subs out while they're quagmired too. I mean, I guess maybe they won't. I mean, if they don't quagmire themselves, they're gonna have to let some of these other events go off, like OPEC, cultural, Suez. I mean, Suez is pretty bad, and OPEC is pretty bad, and cultural's pretty bad. I mean, I would definitely think about the quagmire if I was them. OPEC's only three, I guess. So you could let Quagmire go off, let OPEC go off. I guess they get to space 2 cards also.
Yeah, the great thing about Purge being gone too is it makes the DEFCON threat a little lower for later on, I think.
Maybe the best way for them to play this is to space Quagmire, space Cultural, and then just let OPEC and Suez go off. That's probably their best play, actually, instead of the Quagmire, now that I think about this a little bit more. It's probably going to be Quagmire space, Cultural space.
Just give up the score in South America.
If I were them, I would give it one more shot with the Summit Real on
Yeah, I would
Brazil.
too.
And they also have one more shot with the Romanian after that, so they've got a couple more shots at it. And they could always just play OPEC for 3 ops into South America too. So yeah, I don't think they should give up on it yet.
I would tap Brazil with the OPEC if I was them. I'd put 2 in Brazil with the OPEC. And then I think we would just bump the South America scoring there.
If they put 2 into Brazil and then we put 1 into Brazil, they won't be able to take it without.
Oh wow, with the OPEC. Oh, hold. They're not going to hold. All right. I think it's time to drop to South America, right?
Is it?
So we're at a point now where we're in mill-op problems. Um, and we have OAS to deal with. Do you think we have the...
Yeah, maybe South America scoring is the best, I guess.
I mean, ops in Brazil, I mean, we're not going to be able to coup Venezuela, so...
Okay, yeah, let's just play the scorecard.
All right, yeah.
That was kind of unfortunate that we got.
I mean, they gave us the OPEC.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
puts us out of War Games sphere for now, because there's not a lot of scores that can put them back in War Games territory.
They got kind of lucky to get Mexico that easily, too.
No, I mean, they spent 3 ops on it. All right, so now what do you want to do here? I think mill ops are a problem.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, Willy Brandt event's good also. That's also worth 1 point, so. We can save that for later in the turn. I don't know. Your call. We have to. This is a move we have to make quickly, in my
Okay,
opinion.
let's go Willy event. Yeah, we're running out of time. South Africa being open is also a big deal. You know, at this point, it might be better to just give up the 2 points on the mill ops. I kind of think that putting ops into these battlegrounds is worth more. Like West Germany, South Africa, and Brazil is actually still pretty valuable.
Okay, Omit into South Africa. I think South Africa is better.
Yeah, let the event go off first.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. They might,
If they discard
maybe
Africa
Panama.
scoring, then Brazil is better.
Yeah, Kevin, maybe Panama, because we want to give up that OAS soon, right? I don't want to give up the Panama.
Yeah, that's true too. Okay, Panama, yeah, you're right. Panama is better.
Essentials where a lot of our points are coming in now. And Africa can be very easily fixed with a coup in Zaire, no matter what they do. So I'm kind of opposed to putting more ops in Africa at the moment.
I like Panama.
If they put,
Unless they discard Central America scoring here.
yeah, 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 that's a great decision to let the event go off first.
Yeah, it gives us kind of a clearer picture of where our ops need to go.
Whoa, promotion too. That's a surprise. Okay, Panama, right?
Yeah. Can you look at what other cards they discarded there?
It was Salt, Formosan, Middle East scoring, and one small step.
And now can you click on the 7 real quick? 2714. Okay. And then we can let the OAS founded go off on our next AR.
Yeah. Oh, they're spacing the cultural. Yes, that's nice.
Actually, maybe it would be better to let the nuclear subs go off and hold OAS and grain.
Now, this is the time to get rid of OAS, I think. I don't want to let them coup Angola and get Africa back. Well, what's their hand? What's their hand?
Romanian and Suez Crisis.
Oh, they're going to coup Angola with Romanian. I think this is the time to get OAS out of our hand, man.
Okay, go for it.
If we can keep Africa domination into the next turn, I think that's really good for us. I'd like to see at least what the Africa status is before we give up the nuclear subs.
Yeah, you're right. The OAS event is better here.
We want to give it up under Purge too, because that's not losing us any ops.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh man. Them failing those two spaces is really good because they have to hold what? What's their? I mean, they have to hold the Romanian or the. Okay. Do you want to go Brazil? Or what are you thinking?
Uh,
The Brazil a lot.
okay, go for it. This is another turn on turn 8 where we might not want to coup at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah. You know that coup of Venezuela was such high value getting that one influence there.
Yeah, yeah, that was a nice roll.
In retrospect, I think that was definitely the right move. There's the Romanian. So now we actually can flip Europe domination with the SOC Govs headline. Whoa, okay, this is interesting. We can ABM tap France and West Germany and get the Europe domination ourselves. Yeah, Kevin, ABM treaty, France, West Germany, Europe domination.
Okay.
That's massive. That is just massive. It's 10 points.
Also, High DEFCON opens up some realigns for us, like India, Iran are both pretty big realigns. And they do not have realigns opening up for them.
Right. Another consideration is if they don't coup, we have to play the duck and cover because we have some DEFCON problems this hand. We have to give up the Usuri, most likely. Usuri is a nasty, nasty event. I think that Europe trumps everything here, I think. That's 10 points. I guess we just have to not. We're praying to Lord Jesus. We don't see defectors here.
Oh, they would have played it already.
Yeah, I think that's an instant headline if they do have the defect.
Aldrich is a huge event for us right here, also.
Okay. Look good to you?
Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to give up the duck. Uh, or actually, yeah, we can get DEFCON here, can't we? Wait.
Oh shit! There was a better play available to us. Just jam France and then duck and cover into France. Ah, shit. I missed that. I'm sorry, Kevin. That's entirely on me. That's entirely on me. I'm sorry. So now he's.
Wait a minute.
Do
Wait a
we?
minute. Wait. We can still go duck and cover France. That's still the best play.
Is it?
Yeah, it is because we get DEFCON otherwise. We have to do this. Yeah, this is good.
Well,
Yeah.
we still have space available to us, so we're not getting DEF CON.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, hold on. You're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Europe
fucked that up.
scoring. Europe scoring. Yeah, that's the play. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, jamming France was absolutely the play. We fucked. I specifically fucked that up. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. I think this is okay. I'm cool with spacing grain, holding duck, and letting Usuri event go off.
Yeah,
Usuri is not that bad.
this is really bad though because now, wow, that was such a huge blunder. Because now they can get the coup in Africa if they want it. Wow. Oh, that was really bad. That was really, really, really bad. And they keep Europe too. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. That might have been the game right there.
I think we're still looking pretty good here.
You know, they might be thinking if they coup and lower DEF CON, if we have war games, they lose the game. So they might actually not lower the DEF CON. That's so bad, though. That's a big blunder.
Botswana is a really big country here. If we don't want to get Angola surrounded,
Yeah, you know, I guess Angola's kind of gone anyway because of the nuclear subs event, right?
yeah, that's true.
There's no way we can avoid playing that this turn. I mean, hmm, I guess we'll see what they do.
I don't think the Usuri event is really that painful.
US Japan's gone, which is interesting. Means Japan is just an open battleground now. And Salt is gone too.
Brazil is still pretty valuable, even with that scorecard gone.
They might, you know, the benefit to this, they might think we have war games. But I can't get over how big of a blunder that is. That's really bad. I guess we do get rid of the scorecard faster, but
I don't really hate it that much. I mean, it might have been a little better, but I don't really hate this that much. I mean, I guess they still have DEFCON potential with terrorism and 5-year plan, though, is another thing.
yeah, well, we have
Yeah,
Aldrich. So.
yeah. I guess it would have been a lot better the other way. We also have Aldrich Ames event, so we can kind of.
I see what you're saying. Botswana is a huge country here.
I guess Brazil is bigger though, and obviously France and West Germany. I guess. Well, maybe not actually. Fuck.
Oh, they are going to lower the DEF CON. Oh, okay. So, do you want to just put two Angola?
No, because then they're gonna take Botswana.
Well, they have to take Botswana, then they have to realign. If we only put one, they're flipping it with the three op. So if we only put one, it's lost.
Yeah, but if we put two and then they put two in Botswana, then it's also lost. Um, you know what I
I mean,
like? I like
not
one.
necessarily.
I like
Not
one.
necessarily. We have liberation. We can pressure them elsewhere on the board. I mean, with nuclear subs, it is kind of bad. You know what? I with nuclear subs, I think I see the point of just putting one. Do you want to just put
Yeah,
one Brazil?
Yeah, let's do that.
Or we could put one France. France might be better than Brazil.
I like this. Let's lock it in.
Okay. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just feel so terrible about the decision in France.
I feel like it's going to be really hard for them to come back at this point. With this Aldrich Ames event, we just need to make sure we don't get DEF CON right now. And we're going to be looking pretty good to win if we don't lose to DEF CON right here. Also, we need to worry about Milos too.
Oh, they just wasted two ops on that Angola. Wow.
Um,
You want an Aldrich event now? I think Brazil's gone. I don't think we have the action rounds to go for Brazil now.
yeah, let's do the Aldrich. Yeah.
Huh. Well, we definitely want to get rid of the 5-year plan, right?
Wow.
Yeah, we got to get rid of the 5-year plan.
Wait, let me look at the rest of their cards real quick for a second. Okay, Marshall Plan, Pershing, Nixon. We will bury you. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 5-year plan. Yeah.
We don't know yet about what's really good about them having Nixon. If they play China card, their plan might be to play China card, then then take it with Nixon. But we can play Usuri
I guess it
to
would have been a little bit better to discard Marshall Plan actually, because they can't really event the 5-year plan because they got to worry about hitting duck themselves.
and it's a difference of one op. I mean,
Yeah,
if they do event it, we're just lost, right? I
only a
mean,
difference in one up. I guess I shouldn't bother talking about plays that are already gone, but just for the record, I think a Marshall Plan discard would have been slightly better there.
I mean, they might be holding the 5-year plan to the, well, they can't hold it, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
It's very slight difference though.
The good news is that we are now in War Games territory. So that's something to think about.
I think next AR we should probably think about spacing grain sales.
Yeah, we have to, because if they get the first space off, we want to try and prevent their second space. Because that Suez event's annoying for them. Very annoying. I just feel so bad about, I honestly feel like I lost the game for us on that one play, man.
Well, I mean, it probably decreased our winning percentage by something, but I still feel like we're pretty good favorite here. We're not that bad on time. We're a little behind on time, but we're not that bad.
Let's see. I would have considered maybe eventing that if I was that. We know they don't have the central scoring. Space time now, right? Grain cells?
Yeah, space.
Of course, that's how the game's gone for us. I don't think there's anything we can do about that Angola. And we can coup with nuclear subs, but we don't want to do that this early.
I kind of like
Space action rounds too, so
I kind of like eventing Liberation on the next AR. I kind of feel like they want to play the China card and then event Nixon. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But if they do that, then they can play China card and then we can event the Usuri before they get the chance to pull that combo off.
Personally, I think we want to coup with Saharan. You know what? I can see the argument for eventing Liberation.
Yeah.
I mean,
or the Millops. Fuck. Yeah. I guess we could just get Millops at the end with the nuclear subs.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when we do it.
You know, shit. Maybe it would be better to just coup here. Coup Saharan. Actually, yeah. You know what? I think that is better. I think it is better to coup Saharan here with this card.
Okay, yeah. All right, do it now.
No. With the Liberation.
Man, the Liberation's really good as an event though, because their hand
Is it because they
weak.
just put 2 ops right back into it and that's it? I mean, all it does is
With what card though? What's their hand right now?
they got Nixon, Suez, and We Will Bury You. So if we play Liberation, they can just use China to go to.
Well, then if they play China, we give Usuri we give Usuri.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it's fine. I'd rather we give them the China card back with Usuri. I kind of like the eventing of Deliberation because it forces a response from them, and they're very likely, I think, to play China here. And we
Okay,
can use
okay, lock it
Usuri.
in. Yeah, lock that in. This is good.
I want to give up the nuclear subs now. Yeah, well, I mean, that was never on the table, but war games might be our path. Just try to deny as many dominations to them as we can, and hope and pray to God we get war games. Definitely need no ops. There's no question about that.
Yeah, we can just coup at the end with nuclear subs into Saharan states, probably.
And you know what? If we had evented Duck, we're not in war games territory. So if we pick up war games on the next turn, we look like geniuses.
Yeah,
So
I mean, there's definitely upsides to doing it this way. Also, it's not all bad. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some upside to doing it this way.
I love the just Vegas things, guy on a motorcycle just blowing by your house,
Oh,
probably in a 30-mile-per-hour zone going 70 on a motorcycle.
yeah, and there's a police station right down the street too. It probably is a policeman going home from work.
It's Vegas things right there.
I have a funny Vegas story I'll have to remember to tell you sometime. It's the most classic Vegas story. It's so funny. I should tell it after this game's over.
Okay. I'm really praying they play the China card here. Then the Usuri is diffused. Well, it's not. I mean, you can never diffuse Usuri, but it's weakened.
This is a tough decision for them right here.
Yeah, I like putting your opponents in tough spots, just like poker. I mean, it adds potential for them to make a mistake. Very least, it drains their clock.
Yeah.
All right, so we're playing Usuri
Beautiful.
for sure here, right?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right, and maybe we do all three in Usuri into Brazil. Or what are you thinking with the Usuri? We could go Tunisia. We could go Japan. A lot of options on the table here. Japan is looking really good. West Germany is looking really good too. Maybe West Germany is a lot better than Brazil.
I mean, cooing Saharan states isn't bad either.
Yeah, but we can do that with nuclear subs next action round because they're gonna.
Unless they pressure us to do something else, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what can they? I mean, if we pressure West Germany, we're threatening the flip of Germany. They're gonna repair it. Because their hand is Suez, and we will bury you. They have to play China, or space. So it's going to be an empty action round for them no matter what because they have nothing but crap cards. So I like the West Germany a lot.
Okay, lock that in. Yeah, lock it in. I guess they could always just play it again, though. The China card.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. They're going to play China card in the West Germany, then we nuclear subs coup, and they're forced to space in their last action round, and then the nuclear subs is nothing for them. So this is the way. This is the way. Wow, this is such a stressful game.
There's been a lot of tough decisions in this game.
Yeah. I love the fact they're still not discarding hold cards.
Yeah, that was a pretty big space miss earlier.
Man, we're still in war games territory, and we have the coup on Africa coming up, which flips it. This is really tight. are in war games territory, which is the advantage of not giving up the duck. The huge advantage of not giving up the duck is we stay in war games territory. If they play China card again, they're stuck with two crappy cards into the next turn.
Well, they can space one of them and hold the Nixon and the
Oh,
Suez.
yeah, it's true. They do still have Nixon.
That's probably what I would do if I was them. I would play the China card and then hold Nixon and Suez and space We Will Bury You. That's what I would do if I was them.
Yeah, yeah. They have to go for the space to try and discard. Yeah.
Probably South Korea here, huh? Oh,
No,
no,
sure.
no, that doesn't make... Yeah, South Korea is not
So
right.
nuclear subs Kusa Heron now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Now that if they go for the space, it's very ugly for them. So I mean, that nuclear subs is a very weak nuclear subs, regardless.
Yeah, I would probably space if I were them right here.
Yeah. If they miss, it's amazing. Yes. Woo. Oh, so lone gunman is interesting. Lone gunman tells us their hand.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think we should headline that.
Devil's advocate. Any advantage to Marine barracks bombing?
The Middle East scorecard is gone. I think we should headline Lone Gunman.
Okay. So we're gonna want to clutch that Voice of America, right? Depends. It depends on I
I
guess.
want to space Voice of America and play Chernobyl at the end, and we can let Shuttle go off and still hold Asia domination, right? I believe so.
Believe so, yeah.
So we can space Voice, hold Special Relationship, let Shuttle go off, let Chernobyl go off at the end. Oh no, wait a minute, the Duck and Cover. I forgot about that card too. Fuck. We gotta space the Duck and Cover and hold the Voice of America.
The duck has to be our space card.
On the other hand, we could always let the Duck event go off at the beginning of this turn. That kind of sucks though. But it kind of sucks to give up the Special Relationship too. But it kind of, yeah, I mean, we want the coup. We want a coup Zaire here.
So if we see Iranian hostage crisis, what do you like about realigning Iran right here? What's the value of that? Is there anything good we can do with that? Okay, well that sucks ass. They're getting flower power. I mean, nothing we can do about that.
As soon as the Lone Gunman shows us their hand, I'm going to try to put it in as fast as I can. And
You just tell me when.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know when I got it. So
No, I can also screenshot it and just relay the cards to you.
No, that's okay. I'll just do it real quick. It won't take very long.
Man, if we didn't have a 3-op, or if we didn't have that 4-op, we could just give him the shuttle. That would have been a pretty easy decision.
What's West Germany at? They have it controlled now?
9-5.
Okay.
So that's theirs.
And what's the country count in Asia?
It's
8 to 5.
Seven.
Okay, 8 to 5. So we should be good there.
Oh yeah, 8-5. Yeah.
I mean, if they coup down with this, we can just take Brazil.
That is true. That is true. I mean, it depends on what they coup and how well they coup. Depends. If we see Africa, we have to go for Zimbabwe, I think.
If I were them, I would coup Algeria.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so we can just take Algeria back. Okay, let me jam this real quick.
Oh shit.
Star Wars.
That's very bad. That's very
War,
bad.
Solidarity. Olympic Games. Okay, I got it all.
So we got to make a decision right now, Kevin. If they event, do you think they're going to be eventing terrorism now? Because if they event terrorism now, we're forced to give up VOA. We should play the China card for the event as fast as we can if that's on the table. So what do you want? So I'm sorry, I'm talking a million miles a minute. What do you want to do at the Longamen? You could go one Brazil and fill Algeria with missile. I mean, time is such a problem that I'm just trying to think as fast as I can.
I like that. Do it.
All right, one Brazil, then missile NV2 Algeria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you click on the 9? Okay, got it all. Okay, yeah.
We have to. I think we have to play China as soon as we can because
Yeah, if they don't event the Nixon here, I like playing China, yeah. If I were them, I would seriously thinking about eventing the Nixon, though.
yeah, they event the Nixon, then we grab the Brazil. I think we
Right.
definitely want to give up the North Sea oil because OPEC is in the discard, right?
Yes, it is.
And if they give up that last action round, then they don't get to hold any of their. They don't get to hold that Star Wars. So I think North Sea oil is definitely playable. I don't think we much have much of a choice.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give up everything except for duck and cover. That we space that.
Yeah, we have to hold VOA because I don't want them seeing. I don't want VOA being in the discard for them to pick up with the Star Wars.
They're probably gonna event the terrorism, though.
Yeah, it depends. Depends on what they do first. If they Nixon first,
That's what
it
I would do if I were them, yeah.
yeah.
I would Nixon first and then event the terrorism second. Uh,
Nixon first. The benefit is we do get the Brazil. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Huh.
getting into a serious time crunch. Whoa!
Okay, what are they doing with this?
Oh, war games, war games. That is huge. That's huge. So now we play the China now, right?
Yeah, I like taking Brazil and what do we do with the other two ops?
Botswana is an option.
No, I don't like that. Um,
We could jam Japan.
um,
I like jamming Japan a lot. That
I
basically
like
shuts down any chance of Asia for them.
I like I don't think they have a chance in Asia anyway.
I don't know. A good team, I think they have things they can do that would be bad. And it's 2 point. I mean, it's an empty battleground. It's pretty
Yeah, they
good.
do have the brush war. Okay, yeah, go for that. Yeah. Okay, I like it. Yeah. They do have that brush war. They could brush war something like
And we're
Pakistan.
giving up the shuttle too. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're right. This is good.
so how does shuttle affect if we have Japan? Do we lose 2 points from the shuttle?
No, I don't think so. Why would we lose 2 points?
Subtract one battleground country from USSR total.
Yeah, we're all right. It just loses
What if
points.
that one country is Japan?
Nah, we're good. If they brush war and flip Pakistan, and we let shuttle go off, we still get to hold on to Asia
Yeah, and they
domination.
might think that we have issues with issues with DEF CON. So if they event a terrorism, they might hit voice or duck. So maybe we hold off on playing those as long as we can.
You want a space duck here?
I'm thinking we hold off because if they event terrorism, I'd rather they hit duck or VOA. I want those in our hand.
Well, we're kind of running out of place here. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, cooing Africa is a play.
yeah,
Eventually,
yeah, we do need
there's
mill
a play.
ops. We do need mill ops. I'm cool with cooing Zimbabwe. I like that.
Okay, North Sea oil.
Just do it with a 2, I think.
Well, special is giving them two VPs.
Well, we have to give up special. We don't have a
Okay.
choice. Yeah, just give up the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Star Wars was really good for us, I think. I'm a lot less scared now.
Well, their hand is pretty humongous here.
Right. I mean,
I guess it
so
depends on if that brush war lands or not.
yeah, do you want to go Tunisia to fill up, get the adjacency to Libya?
Mm,
Libya's got to be the brush target.
what
It's
about
the du
Pakistan?
No, I mean Pakistan doesn't flip domination, Libya does.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is good. This is fine. Can you click on that 9 again?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it all.
You might think about trying to do plays that um like extend their
Well,
time. They
let's.
might get to a situation where we can force a win with time.
We should be thinking about Poland actually. What's Poland at? It's not overprotected at all, is it? We need to put 3 there, or at least 2 there for the solidarity.
Right. I mean, it's not, yeah. Yeah, like you said, we're just running out of plays. I mean, we could go El Salvador, Haiti to, fight them in country count in Central, overprotect Chile, Argentina. We're at a point now where overprotecting becomes very important. I think it's space time for us now, right? Duck? I think it's duck.
I like using Marine barracks bombing to put 2 in Poland right here.
No, we don't want them getting two
Or
spaces.
yeah, okay,
Better,
okay, just space. Yeah, just space. You're right. Yeah, you're right. That was better. So Che is going to be their whole card. They got Nixon, Solidarity, Terrorism, Brush War.
yeah. Mm.
Kind of surprised they didn't event the terrorism already. Kind of feel like that's a mistake. Almost makes me wonder if they are going to. Because if it seems like if they were going to event the terrorism, they would have already done it right there instead of spacing.
Yeah, we gotta think about cooing.
Yeah, I like Zimbabwe coup with
Yeah.
Marine barracks bombing.
I like the Marine barracks bombing event because it slows them down in the Middle East. They got to repair that. And if we get Lebanon there, because I don't know how many 3 ops do they have that are playable.
Well, their hand right now is Nixon, Solidarity, Che, Terrorism, and Brush War.
Yeah, so we get Lebanon, and then that's the extra critical extra country for blocking them on country count, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if they tap us, ow, the event there. Man, I like the Marine barracks bombing event a lot because if we get Lebanon, then it's huge for us because even if they tap a Middle East country, they still don't get the domination, and they're forced to repair it. They might use terrorism or solidarity to repair.
Let's coup Zimbabwe first to get our mill-ups.
Okay, it is less aggressive. It doesn't force a response. Whereas the play in Middle East does force a response.
But we have the exact same play on the next AR.
Well, so they might. I don't. So I want to harass their brush. What if we event Marine barracks and
Oh,
then start jamming them?
I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead and event it. Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter that much anyway, which order we go in here.
The best thing is if they event brush on Libya, fail, and we get Egypt. But I think the odds of them doing that are very low.
They should probably use Solidarity to just go to Egypt right here.
All right, so no terror.
Okay, we don't have to eat the VOA. That's good.
Okay, so I want to take Lebanon with the North Sea oil.
Poland with the other 2.
Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. It's now 5-4.
I guess South Korea is not overprotected either.
We could have tapped India. And I'm kind of liking, well, no, we got a coup. There's no choice now. We have to coup. I like holding shuttle into the next turn. So,
Yeah, we probably should have cooed before doing it. Well, it's all right. It'll work out.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. This is kind of. It would have been better to do it the other
Oh,
way.
wow. Okay, so now actually I'm thinking about just cooing Grenada or whatever that country is. Guatemala.
Guatemala. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right, that's good. Comes down to now, do we get Asia scoring and do we get the coup on Zaire to flip Africa? Those are really the two things I think will decide this game.
And does this brush war land? They're in more time pressure than we are. They're in pretty bad time pressure
Yeah. I mean, they don't have a lot of good targets. I mean, Pakistan doesn't even flip Asia for them. And we have adjacency on every two stab, or yeah, we have at least single adjacency for every two stability on the board, except for Pakistan.
Oh, I guess we wouldn't have had to give up VOA either way because we still got two hold cards. Forgot about that again. I always forget about that.
So it's 7 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 7 to 5 in Africa, so we're very far ahead of them on country count. Even if they flip one country, it's still not their domination. And we actually have enhanced reformer too. I'm just trying to throw out as many ideas as I can because we're in such time pressure.
Well, in the deck, we've still got Glassnosed, Reformer, Socialist. Oh, they're giving
Whoa, they're
this up.
giving us the Shay. I like Zimbabwe, Colombia. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
All right, not the most powerful Shay ever, but it works.
That was
Wonder
pretty
what they're
good.
doing with
Yeah,
this. Maybe
why didn't they event Brush War there? I think that's wrong. It makes no sense to hold Brush War instead of Che. They should have held the Che.
now they're super far behind on country count in all of the non-dominating regions.
That has got to be a mistake. They should have. Or oh, they're doing Brush War at the end and they have the North Sea oil maybe, and they're doing Brush War at the end maybe.
Well, I see what they're doing. They're going to tap Algeria, then use brush war to flip Algeria or Argentina. Argentina's better.
Oh yeah, okay.
Didn't even see that play. Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's really nothing we could do about it though.
Yeah, and it's not like we can give them. Well, I mean, it's not like we can give them North Sea oil turn 10 if we have a problem hand in turn 10, right? So.
Yeah.
I really love the Japan play though because Asia feels so much safer for us here. 9 to 5.
Yeah, we were. There's nothing we could have done to stop this. They are in a lot of time problems here.
And now they're so far behind in Central, South, and Africa in country count. Wow, they are going for Algeria.
You know, I still think it would have made more sense.
Influence. Wow.
Right, yeah. I still think it would have made more sense to just event Rush War on Pakistan, or maybe not. I don't know. I guess it's a hard decision.
I like socialist government's event on the last action round. But the rest of this hand is just straight shit. What can we even do here, Kevin?
Um,
Just remove them. I mean, socialist governments to remove them from France and then jam with Soviet shoot down Cal and then jam with Glasnost. Hope we win the ops war.
I would headline socialist governments.
Yeah, so socialist governments is our headline no matter what, right?
Yeah, headline that. I think. Go ahead. And we should use that to take two out of UK and one out of West Germany.
And then maybe are you thinking Glasnost in Spain, Portugal, and Greece to block them on country count later in the turn?
Spain and Turkey and Greece are definitely pretty big deals here. Those countries are pretty big deals.
They have no access to Turkey too. I like blocking Europe on country count.
Um, yeah, I mean, if they coup down in the headline, I like taking Spain, and if we coup down and they don't take Spain, then I like taking Spain. But probably what's going to happen is we're just going to coup and then they'll take it.
Yeah. So space VOA and have kitchen be our hold card, give them as few points as possible. We have to give them KL, so we have to give them either. Oh, all right. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world, actually.
Headline bear trap. Okay.
We can give up VOA to that. Or no, KAL. So we move from UK, right?
Yeah, remove
Actually,
from UK and West Germany. I think is the best.
okay. And then what do you want to ditch? Soviets?
I think VOA would be better to ditch.
Okay. They can't, there's no way they can get it, right?
Right, the Star Wars is gone. The Salt is. They can't have that either.
Okay, that gets a problem card out of our hand at least.
If they leave the def, well, yeah.
Let's save the EEU for the last action round, just because we might be able to time them out with that.
Nah, I don't think we're gonna be able to time them out. If they time out, they're gonna have to time themselves out. Um, okay, let's think here. Let's think. What's the best use of our ops here?
Shit. Are we just losing on the board now? So that's 8, 5, 8. I think we're just losing on the board now. We can't even use Iron Lady now. If they had failed, we would have been able to use Iron Lady to flip it back. I'm thinking we use Glasnost, 2 Spain, Portugal, 2 Peru. What are you thinking, Kevin? Man, that's really
Let's
frustrating.
use.
Shuttle? I don't want to play shuttle now.
What's Poland and East Germany at?
Yeah, it's doubled. They're both doubled, so we can play EU freely. But EU, Romania. So EU is a problem for Romania.
Um, I like Spain and Greece. Let's take Spain and
Glasnost?
Greece.
I like the eventing of Glasnost at the AR7 because then if we event Glasnost, we can do some things they have to respond to.
Okay, let's let East European unrest event go off and take Spain.
Are we forced to let it go off? I mean, what's our hold card now? Because we can space KL.
KAL is our hold card or our space card, and then the other one is going to be kitchen debates.
Oh, yeah, kitchen debates. Okay, so we're forced to give up the EE then. Okay. That coup succeeding though, I think is just basically GG for us. I don't know if we can come back from that 5 points.
Well, it depends on if they have Asia scoring in their hand.
All right, so Spain, Portugal, right?
Yeah, and the
And
other
then
one in Greece.
Greece. All right. This might come down to miracle realigns again, Kevin. On Algeria would be huge.
We got to think about what's their best play at the end of the game here. They're going to be able to poke Middle East.
It's 5-4, so that's not domination.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. What do they
Poke
want to?
Europe.
What they're
Poke
they want
Europe.
to they want to poke Cuba at the end. They want to poke Poland.
They only need a one well so at the moment they need two ops for Central. So we at least need to get the overprotection on Cuba, and I like getting Haiti too.
Yeah, I like overprotecting Cuba by one at some point in this turn. Um,
We can't force them to time out now, unfortunately, because we gave up the EEU.
yeah, they're gonna have to time themselves out if they're gonna time out. It's not gonna be us.
You can just play Glasnost to make their last AR decision harder. Okay, so I think our decision here is easy. We have to take Turkey, right?
Okay,
I think there's no argument about that.
put the last one in.
Cuba?
Where?
Cuba?
How about Greece?
It might be a lost cause in Europe, but I think we have to keep fighting it, right?
I like that play.
Okay.
I don't think it's a lost cause. I think we're gonna win it actually.
I appreciate the optimism, but the board tells a nasty story here.
Oh, I meant win Europe, not the game.
Oh. Where can we attack them?
I kind of like spacing the KAL right here.
Okay. We have to get Millops next. And I think that has to be in South. Maybe we Glasnost coup Uruguay.
I was thinking about that.
Oh, whoa, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, that's bad. Now we're not getting Europe. I think we have to Glasnost coup Uruguay because I think Europe's gone now. I think Europe is like gone. So our only hope now is get Uruguay, realign Argentina, or we can fill up Peru and Bolivia, but then we have to overprotect everything, so that's not going to work. So I think the Glasnost coup is the way to go in Uruguay. I want to move quickly so that they don't have time to think. Glasnost coup, Reagan bombs Libya, then Iron Lady last AR. How does that sound?
I'd rather coup with a different card and hold the high op card.
All right, Iron Lady then.
Let's coup it with Reagan.
It's
Well,
there's
maybe,
no
maybe all right. Actually, maybe Iron Lady would be better on
we
second
need the
thought.
6, so go for it with this. I'm gonna go for it. Does that
Yeah,
sound good?
yeah, go, yeah, go.
Whoa! Hey, we got the 6. That's huge.
Yeah, that was nice. What's our secondary realigned target here? Zaire.
Algeria. I mean, Algeria is even. There's a chance we flip it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe Algeria is better than Zaire.
That's a huge 6 for us.
Yeah, I can see that going realign Argentina with the secondary being Algeria. That sounds fine to me.
Cap keep. Yeah. All right. So Reagan
Can you?
bombs Libya, right?
Oh, now our secondary realign can be Cuba, or I mean Chile. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, let's. Can you stop zooming in and out?
Sure.
Um, yeah, we could realign Argentina, and then have Chile be our secondary realigned target. Yeah, I guess let's do it with the Reagan. I guess
Okay. So realign Argentina first or Chile?
Argentina first, yeah,
Fuck.
and then
All
this
right.
Argentina
Well,
again.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, maybe we should have done it with the Glasnost. Actually,
No, I think this is fine. They're down to 50 seconds for their last two turns. It's going to be compromised. All right, so are we on Miracle Realign territory now, or is there actually something that we can do? They get 4 points for tapping Cuba. I don't think we can allow that, right? So I think we have to get Cuba. We have to get Chile. That's two that, in my opinion, are absolutely forced.
we can get a point in Europe.
Well, we can be even more annoying and tap Egypt for the domination. That's domination in the Middle East. Or they can tap Poland to make us presenceless. That's really bad.
Yeah, I think I like East Germany,
Yeah.
Chile.
They actually have, they only need two. And so if they put 1, 2, 3, 4 to 3, yeah, Chile's forced, and we have one more influence. Wow, is there nowhere good that we can go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 to 6. Japan?
I think Europe again is better because if
I,
they have a
I
four
think
up, if they have a
Japan
four
is
up,
better.
no, if they have a four up, they can go Poland, East Germany, and have presenceless in Europe again.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point. Okay. So that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All
Not sh-
right.
I'm not sure if that's going to be enough unless they have Asia scoring in their hand.
Yeah,
Although
if they
it's going to
don't, I
be
mean, no.
awfully close, though. I guess it depends on what they do here. I don't
No,
think
it's three,
it's.
5. Uh,
Well, I guess they don't have Asia scoring, which is kind of unlucky for us.
oh, it's the game. It's the game. Yeah.
Uh,
That's Asia scoring was 9 points.
Good game.
That man, that duck and cover play killed us. I'm so sorry, man.
That's all right. We probably should have realigned with that Glasnost instead of the Reagan there at the end.
Yeah, we
Well,
should have
I
gone for
don't know.
Miracle.
I
Well,
guess we probably would have lost either way. I mean,
yeah. Well,
for
they had some
for how
good
many
plays.
tough decisions
Present
we
this
had,
Europe.
for how many tough decisions we had, I didn't think we played too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of got unlucky in a lot of ways in that game.
They had some monster hands versus really weak hands. Like them picking up Purge turn 7 straight up obliterated us. If we get Purge that turn and they have that hand, they're screwed because they can't space at all. So yeah, I do think we got very unlucky there, but what can you do? We did get very lucky with the AR7 plays in the previous games. So we were due to get unlucky at some point. I don't even think a Miracle Realign play saves us because they have the tap of Europe to make us presenceless, the tap of Cuba. They had nasty plays available to them. So I don't think there was anything else we could have done AR7.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if we had like hours to think about it, we could come up with some scenario where we have like a 1 in 50,000 chance to win with perfect realigns or something.
Yeah. It just came down to Asia not coming out blows chunks. Uh, I do feel like that was worth. So in that scenario, we play the duck and cover, which is worth 3 points to them. I feel like we should have given up on Europe sooner.
We should have headlined Muslim Revolution instead of South African unrest on the turn earlier and taken Egypt.
I don't think the Middle East scored at any point after that, though. Well, Africa didn't either. So actually, neither region really affected the game from that point on. So with the benefit of hindsight, I mean, neither region mattered. And I mean, it just came down to Asia never got played. I don't know what else to, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's unfortunate. They got the headline coup at the bear trap. They got the headline coup at the missile envy. The headline
Yeah,
coup at the junta. We didn't have a headline coup for the last three turns of the game. Red Scare Purge, we gave it up. Yeah, the last headline coup we had was turn six, and all of that was forced. I feel like so. What I mean, what can you do, right?
and we still got all these red cards that got stuck in the stub at the end, like decall, Latin American debt crisis, Iranian hostage crisis, reformer.
Yeah. Well, it was a good season, Kevin. I think we played really well.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well in this game too, actually. But um, I mean,
Yeah, and you know what? With the benefit of hindsight, I think playing for War Games was worth it because they totally wasted their Star Wars thinking we had War Games. So the duck and cover play, I don't hate.
yeah, there's
Um, there were some
definitely
upsides to
some
it.
good things about it.
Yeah, it's not like it just killed the game for us. I feel like it gave us some chances. Um,
Also, they got pretty lucky on those tear down this wall, not just having it in their hand, but also being able to successfully realign. In fact, they got pretty damn good realign rolls all throughout that game.
oh
They
yeah,
got good rolls on the Angola realign, on the Brazil realign, on the tear down this wall realign. I mean, they had pretty good realign rolls.
yeah,
Like,
they got pretty lucky on the rolls for sure. We had some pretty crummy rolls. Um, so them getting the Iran roll was huge. Iranian hostage crisis never coming out. That's 4 points. I'm sorry. Yeah, it ended up being a very close game. Um, so are you down for doing this States Cup thing again if they do it next year?
no, I'm probably gonna play a lot less Twilight Struggle now that the pandemic is over. Um, I'm probably gonna cut out as many tournaments as I can. I don't think I'm gonna sign up for the next U.S. Cup, but it was a lot of fun to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I was about to say too, I might not be even living in Nevada next year, so
Oh, are you moving? Where are you moving to?
it's not that I have plans to move, it's that I think there's a pretty good chance I don't keep my job into next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably I'm looking for new jobs now. So there's a good chance I'll be moving. We'll see.
Well, yeah, it was a lot of fun though. A lot of interesting spots.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's 11 o'clock. I think I'm gonna call it here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off right now. I guess. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.